Hey, everybody, and welcome in. Welcome in. I feel like it's been a long time since I've seen y'all. I don't think I've done a live in like 2 weeks or something like that. But welcome in, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's good to see everybody. Danny, Catherine, Julia, Kayla Rain, Blanco, um, Izo Dua. I'm sorry if I messed that up. Lauren, Peyton, Raya, Steph, Saint, Coco, Tammy, Patrick. Yeah, we got to talk about Chrisean when she get in interviews and she start lying. We definitely have to talk about her. Um, I might talk about Blueface and Nevaeh. I don't know if you've been here for a while. I have a threshold that I reach with Blueface. Um, and last week I think it was reached. So I've been kind of the Nevaeh and the Blueface content. Um, After the whole swatting incident, I kind of mentally checked out from them for a little bit. I'll probably be back into it by Friday, but I just got to take a little bit of a break from them because too much is going on with it, and it just gets to a point for me. But I'll get back to it though. Thank you, Tiffany, for the 10 jewels. I appreciate it. Hold on, let me play the little
Cash make the coochie go woo woo.
Mm-mm-mm. They do look stupid, Steph. They look stupid. I just got to take a break from them sometimes, especially Blueface. Not so much Nevaeh, but definitely Blueface. I have to just take a step back a lot of the time. And even him and Krishan together. They're not together as much anymore, mainly just on the weekends for real. But when they used to be together all the time, I used to have to take little breaks from them too because it just gets to a point. Um, I just can't do too much stupid shit at once. I can't. And then Blueface now is like a culmination of everything, the disowning his kids, being extra disrespectful, the weird behavior. It just gets to a point that he just gets to be way too much. Blueface was choking Superior again. Is that new from today, or are we talking about? I know I've seen him before, like pick him up by the neck or something like that. But did he choke him for real this time? Nevaeh is a doormat. I would have been gone upside Blue's head. That's true. that that's true. He did it last night. I'm gonna have to go look at it. Um, but the reason for the season, Krishan. Let's go ahead and get to Krishan and Jason Lee. Um, Krishan, Krishan did so much lying. And y'all know we've talked about it before over here. Once Krishan really gets to start lying, she does a lot of hard swallowing. Like, and this whole interview was just full of hard swallowing, deflecting. Jason Lee, I don't know. At some points, it seemed like he was low key calling Krishan on her bullshit, but he wouldn't just come out and say it. But then at the same time, he still spent the whole interview low key praising her too, like talking about how she was good spiritually and all this shit and how she looked good and blah blah blah. Um, I, so I can't give him too many gold stars either. I've seen a lot of people saying that, he at least did try to call her out, but I don't think it was good enough. I don't. Let's go ahead and get into the clips though.
Yeah, obviously, you look at. Can you stand up really quick? Look at Holy Hands. You look great. This is. Are you back at the? Are you back at the weight you were when you
in
were
college, in high
in
school.
college?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
How did you get there?
Dieting, staying committed in the gym. I work out every day, but Saturday, Sundays are my off days. Closer to the fight, I'm gonna start jogging on Saturdays, but I like to rest because my body be like tired.
Okay, so what made you decide to now become Holy Hands? Because we know you can fight because we've seen you on the baddies, and we know that you can square up because we've seen you online.
You saying like how did I come up with the name?
No, what made you want to get into boxing?
Remember that I got jumped in Compton?
I remember. We're gonna talk about that.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that everybody kept saying, "Why are you not in the gym? Why are you not boxing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I need to get in the gym." I just was like over myself. Like I just needed to get in the gym. I started getting in the gym. I went to another gym, and then I ended up in the gym in Baltimore with Tank Davis coach, Coach Calvin Ford. So everything after that been like nothing but destiny. I love it.
Okay, and so
But I'm a little nervous.
I was about to ask you. 'Cause,
Yeah, I'm
you know,
nervous.
I can tell when my guests get nervous because you reminded me of when Lizzo was here. What you've been here so many times and you know me personally. We have a great relationship. Why are you nervous? What's making you nervous today about this interview?
Cause I don't know. I don't know what you want to ask. So I'm just like, okay, I don't know. I gotta watch my mouth.
No, I mean, you're a viral sensation. Why would you say anything you want online? Why would you come here and be nervous about?
It's a big platform.
It is.
It's global.
It is. But you're also global and you're
I
also
appreciate it.
a big superstar. Okay. So I wanted to interview you because obviously, you know, I love you and there's so much going on and I'm confused. I mean, obviously you look at, can you stand up really?
So, Chrisean, where's the comment? Oh, it's up on the screen already. Jumped in Compton. Chrisean did not get jumped for real. She didn't. And she likes to, like, later on in the live, the interview, she's gonna talk about how she says she like 6 to 10 bitches jumped her. And that did not happen at all. Chrisean is going to do a lot of capping about this fight in Compton later on, but um her saying that like she called Tank's coach or like she's name dropping Tank, but Tank literally said like he said he don't want no parts of it essentially. So he said online, he said stop calling that man my coach, and he was talking about Coach Calvin or whatever. And I don't know if he's still Tank's coach. I guess not though, as it relates to Chrisean, because at first I was just thinking like, maybe he just don't want to be associated with Chrisean. But I'm guessing that's really not his coach anymore. But Chrisean always got a name drop. She always has to name drop. Welcome in, Black Orchid. Welcome in, Blanco. And thank you for the 100 jewels. I appreciate it. Hold on.
Cash make the coochie go woo woo.
Elizabeth, I'm not sure if you were here already, but welcome in. Michael, welcome in. Anybody else? Hey, Cass, welcome in. Anybody else that I missed? Hey, sorry. Lying out beside her too. She is absolutely already lying. Already couldn't Chrisean, the fact that Chrisean couldn't even go like 2 minutes into this interview before she started lying is the crazy part. Like the whole thing is just like she couldn't answer anything truthfully. If it wasn't a question that she had to answer truthfully, it was like she had to put it on Blueface and talk about how hurt he was and everything else. But let's get back into it.
You moved back to Baltimore. Why?
I didn't move back to Baltimore. That's where camp is.
Okay, so you don't. So that's not. That's always going to be home, but that's not. You didn't move back and say I'm over LA.
No. I live out here, but I just have to be dedicated in the gym and focus. So I'm where my coach is.
Okay, got it. And so, how is it having grown up in Baltimore, made it out of Baltimore, and then going back? Is this like being home?
I just stay in the house and go to the gym. Stay in the house, go to the gym.
That's it.
Yeah.
So you ain't outside?
No.
Why?
It's no need. Like when you focus and you on a mission, it's just like it's no point. But I do travel on the weekends. But I just stopped traveling on the weekends. But I had to come back because I had court Monday.
This Monday?
Yeah.
What's court for what?
So I'm glad like I was able to come here because he stopped my traveling last weekend. So I could focus.
Who, your coach?
Yeah, because we're close to the fight, September 19th.
Okay.
So
you came here for court. What's happening on Monday?
Oh, nothing. Something, a traffic ticket or something.
Okay, so something minor.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're home training every day, and you, the coach that you have, what's his name again?
Coach Calvin.
So how did you meet Coach Calvin?
Okay, so one of my like family members, his name Banks, He was at Target, and he like called me like, I just ran into Tank. I said, what? Go give him the phone. So then he went, gave him the phone, and then I started talking to him, like asking for advice, like, what should I do, bro? I really want to get in the gym. Are you training people? Where you at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you best suggest? He was like, Calvin Ford, like, that's my coach. Go to him. So then I reached out to Calvin. He reached back out. I shipped my car, locked in, signed the deal with my first fight, not with my coach, but solidified my first pay-per-view fight, celebrity boxing, whatever. And then went into training for 3 months, came out on top. Now I'm back in training again to come back on top, but yeah.
And so you already had your first fight?
Yeah.
And how was that experience?
It was fun. It was like three negative. The first, I didn't miss not one day out of the camp. 2, my mental got better. 3, it was like a nature I didn't know I love being in sports. I'm athletic, but fighting was like, oh, I actually like this. And then 5, I was easy learner, so I was picking it up. 6, I don't know. I feel like it brought me closer to God because it's discipline. So you have to be sober. You have to go to sleep before like 10 o'clock. Like, I don't know. You have to eat healthy. So it put me in a better place mentally, emotionally, and physically.
So you're not drinking anymore?
No.
Didn't they just say you were drinking though on live? I saw you respond.
Hold on, I had to pause it right there. You see how he asked if she was drinking, and she couldn't even look at him?
No.
Didn't they just say you were drinking though on live? I saw
She-
you were.
She wished that was some vodka or something in that cup right now. She do. And where's the comment at? Hold on. She lives in LA, because that part, when I first heard it too, she keeps on going with this narrative that she has a house in LA and she doesn't. I'm pretty sure everybody in the chat was around when Chrisean was in LA. She was living in a car. And on nights when she didn't have to sleep in the car, she was sleeping at somebody's house, or if she would come up with a little bit of money, she'd get herself a little hotel or whatever. And then, of course, if she had done some work with Zeus, or she was working with Zeus at the time, they would get her a hotel. But Chrisean does not live in LA. She don't have an apartment in LA. She don't have a house in LA. What's that shit she was talking about? She had a compound or something like that, or she was working on a compound being built. Chrisean has no residence at all in Los Angeles, California. And she keeps on going with this narrative. She's talking about she didn't move out to Baltimore. That's just where camp is. You live there. You live there. That's where your apartment is at. That's where your car is at. That's where all you and Lil Junior's worldly possessions are at. You do not have an address in California. Jason ain't asking the right questions either. He should have asked her he should have asked her where her house was in California, and I bet you she would have said something about Blue's house. I bet if somebody asked Chrisean right now, not even on camera, if they said, where's your house, she would give Blue's address up. Because she's done that before, hasn't she? When she first went back to California while Blue was still locked up, and she was running around bothering all the streamers or whatever, she was on camera saying that Blue's house was her house. And she keeps saying that. Like, I'm pretty sure in her mind, that's what she's thinking about, is that Blueface's house is her house. Chrisean has no residence in California at all. But that's the thing too, Steph. I don't think Blueface got a new house. I really don't. I don't think Blueface got a new house. Chrisean don't have no house in California. Both of them are lying. Because it's been, probably over 2 months now since we've even seen Blueface, looking for houses and stuff. And didn't he say that he did? I don't remember if he said he put money into escrow or something like that, or he paid the down payment or something. Something allegedly happened with some money that was supposed to go towards this new house, and we still have yet to see this new house. And it doesn't seem like anything's being packed up, anybody's making any moves to start moving, anything like that. But I've never seen it take this long to move into a house unless it was a new construction or something like that. Like the house is being built from the ground up, and that's not the case for Blue. So what's taking so long? You know, I don't think he has a new house. I might be wrong. But I don't think as of right now, I don't think he actually has a new house. That's just me though.
Find somebody claiming you were drinking at a club or drinking something.
So like when I was celebrating, I do be drinking wine, but like no, when I'm in camp, no, I just be focused.
Okay, and no weed or anything.
No.
Have you ever been a weed smoker?
Cool.
You? I don't think I've ever seen you smoke weed.
On Vinted, you can sell what you don't wear. Life.
I don't smoke weed right now.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't.
Okay.
I stopped. I used to.
Okay. So the gym for you and the athleticism of boxing pretty much gave you discipline, helped you get healthier, and that's keeping you focused in your thing.
Yeah.
So when we first saw you pop up on the scene, we knew you were an athlete. You dated after Blue was three, right?
Why were you talking about them?
Because I'm trying to understand
So
all the things.
yeah, I did date.
Do you not want to talk about your the people that you dated? Because we don't have to.
I mean, I'm still friends with those people. I'm cool with them. Yeah.
Okay. The reason why I ask is that I'm trying to understand what your type is, because obviously we met you with Blue. And so you have Blueface, and that has been a phenomenon that you wear on your face today that all of us have watched. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of us we don't understand it, and I think some of us are getting tired.
Let me stop Jason right here for this comment, because that's exactly what I thought when I first watched this interview. Her and Blueface, if y'all don't remember what Color Me Surprised is talking about, Chrisean and Blueface did an interview, and Chrisean was pregnant with Junior at the time. It wasn't, I guess confirmed for the public yet, but at the time she was pregnant. And her and Blue were sitting on the couch. She had that little denim two-piece outfit on or whatever, tooth out, braids to the back, looking very weird and crazy, as always. But Chrisean was smoking and drinking on this same exact set. And there's so many different clips of Chrisean smoking, rolling up weed, everything else. Even, I don't think we talked about it over here, but we might have talked about it over here before in a different video or on a different live. I don't know. But there's a video from when Chrisean was pregnant and she was doing promo for a weed company. Like she's sitting out by the pool, big and pregnant, looking like she was about to go into labor at any point, and she's promoting a weed company. Like, I don't know. See, but this is what I'm saying, why I can't give Jason Lee a gold star, because it's shit like this, she smokes. Who don't know Chrisean smokes weed? That's why her voice is all deep and raspy, and she's sitting up talking about she don't smoke while she's pregnant. I'm positive she does. We haven't seen it recently, but if Chrisean can do what other illicit drugs she's been doing, because it's obvious that she is, pills, powders, all that. So she can do all that. I'm positive she's still smoking weed. Cause who's gonna be running around snoring coke before they smoke a blunt? Like, let's be very serious right now. All that sniffling Chrisean be doing and tweaking her nose and stuff like that. Chrisean be getting higher than high. So she can play with her nose. She can definitely pick up a blunt and smoke it. I'm just saying, but I don't know why Jason's acting like he don't know this already.
Because we're trying to follow it, right? Like one day you're together, one day you're not. One day he's with this person, one day he's not. Then here you go, then you're out, then you're online. The internet is confused.
Yeah.
Jason Lee's confused.
Yeah.
Are you confused?
No.
You know what it is.
So I just be trying to focus on myself, and he just be like coming after me.
Really?
I do. I moved all the way across the country. He risked his whole freedom just to come over there. Then I'm like, what are we doing? What's up? And he'd be like, I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, I don't, like, he do what he do, I do what I do. I just don't care to really. It's a situation that I do need a nip in the butt for referral because it's not beneficial. Like last night, for example, we streaming and stuff. And first we were just hanging out outside, like without no cameras. At first it was no negativity. Then when the streaming came involved, it was very performative. And then they see a softer side of him and he hates it. So he like, I want to do 24 hours. And I was just like, I don't want to do 24 hours. Like, not like that, but I want you to go home. Like, and then I go back to my life like, I don't want to do 24 hours on stream. So then he like, oh, so you could do 20, oh, you could stream with Trey Songz, you could do this, you can stream with other, but you can't stream with me. And I was just like, bro, what are we doing on camera?
And let me pause Chrisean right here. I don't know if Chrisean realizes that like Blueface was streaming the whole time, but this whole story that she tells about what happens that night that Blueface left her and Junior in a restaurant, this didn't happen like this. It didn't happen like this at all. And for those of y'all that didn't see it, essentially Chrisean was trying to control Blueface's stream, right? They end up getting into it. He keeps on telling whichever nigga was filming, I don't know if it was 2 or 3, to put the camera down, turn the camera off, blah, blah, blah. And Blue didn't want to. And rightfully so, that's his stream. But a lot of us, including Blue, have speculated that Chrisean was trying to set him up that night. That's why he didn't want to stop streaming. So Chrisean is telling this story about how Blue was just hurt and she was just so gentle, and you know she talking about she told Blue she want him to go home. That's a bunch of bullshit because the very next day she spent the whole entire day stalking Nevaeh. So how are you going to sit up and say you wanted him to go home, but then you spent the whole day stalking Nevaeh? So he wouldn't be with you on the day of her baby shower. Chrisean's so full of shit. I can't at all.
This is weird. And then he like, and then you're gonna go to Jason Lee and lie with me. Like, just for real. I promise you're gonna see the clip. And
Wait, he asked if you were going to come here and lie to me? Nobody comes here and lies to me, do they?
I always show you receipts.
Yeah, you do.
It's never be lies.
Okay, so then, okay, but here's the
What?
thing. So let me go back. Okay, so when you broke up with Blue, the reason why I'm asking about these exes is less about trying to get into all your business, although that's why I'm here. I'm trying to understand, did you really want to move on from Blue with these other people, or were they all placeholders in a way to get back at Blue so you guys can keep this circus we're all involved in going?
No, that was unintentional.
So Bino, you liked him.
That was a PR stunt.
That was a PR. That's what I'm trying to get at. See, this is why I at least love the honesty. Blue, stop calling her a liar. She wasn't gonna come here and lie. You spill it to you. So Bino was a PR stunt to get back.
But we
to work.
actually friends. Like me and Bino, we cool. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really got no ill intent.
But that was a stunt to get back at Blue,
No.
or just a stunt for the internet.
Yeah, like he got music. I was on the road. It made sense for us to collab. We collabed. It was like that.
But it was never love.
I don't think anybody, like, you know, when things are, like, people have motives and stuff, like, nothing really truly real. Like, I think I probably would never really experience a genuine relationship or friendship from anybody because of my status and my numbers. So, I would have the intentions to probably make it genuine, but they probably would just have intentions where it worked for them and their career.
Vella, are you talking about Chrisean and Blueface in them, or are you talking about us in the chat? What's up? I can't tell, but I just want to make sure. Vella, what's up, girl? All y'all sick. I'm trying to, you know, I've been accused of kicking people out my chat. Or my mods and me. We've been accused of kicking people out the chat unnecessarily. So I'm trying to give people, you know, a little leeway. Let them explain themselves. I'm not going to give much though. So Vella, if you got something to say, go ahead and type it in the chat, girl. Did y'all get her up out of here? It don't matter, Vela. Your time has expired. Let me go ahead and get Nino up here. We haven't played Nino in a while.
Nino. Cancel that bitch. I'll buy it now.
Here, let me get it. Let me hit it again for y'all because we haven't done it in a minute.
Nino. Cancel that bitch. I'll buy it now.
Anyway, what y'all talking about in the chat? Hold on. I don't know why they be over here. You know what? If I've said it once, I've said it a million times. I've never gone to nobody's chat if I don't like their content. I don't like what they have to say. I don't agree with what they're talking about. I'm never going to their chat, their page, or anything and sitting around just to listen to what they're saying and then start talking crazy in the chat. Like it gets to a point, you know? Anyway, let's go ahead and keep going.
And then the 3 person that you dated, what was that? Was that just because you wanted to get to know him? Or
I wanted to get to know him.
You did want to get to know him?
Yeah.
Okay, so you liked him?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, why didn't that work?
Huh?
Why didn't that work? Was it the fact, because I know like you come with a lot of attention, like you're viral. As soon as you are seen with somebody, boom, now the internet's on fire.
I mean, it was the lack of like, you know, everybody.
Who is Fireball? Oh. You can kick me out, Mammy, the biggest rock supporter. And even he now allows us in freedom of speech. Don't try to be bigger than the program 3 point. I don't give a fuck about what nobody else does in their chat. I don't know why you're over here dropping names about other YouTubers, any of that, talking about bigger than the program. I just started YouTube a few months ago. Talking about don't try to be bigger than the program with 3.5 subs. I've been doing extremely well for somebody that just started consistently posting on YouTube, 4 months ago, 3-4 months ago? See, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all just come over here saying anything. Do you have a channel, Fireball? I don't think so. So let's not talk about subs and all that shit. And don't ever come over here talking about what somebody else does on their page. I don't give a fuck about what that man allows on his page. Does this look like his page? Like y'all are actually slow. You really are. Let me go ahead and get you up out of here though. I'm gonna try to tell me what to do on my page. Who the fuck are you?
Cancel that bitch. I'll buy it now.
Anyway, let me get back to the content. Like they're extremely bold, Blanco. Extremely bold. Give a fuck if you a Chrisean fan or not. I'ma still say what I want to about her. If you want to come over here mentioning one of her #1 supporters, go to his page. Why the fuck are you over here on my page talking about what one of her #1 supporters does on his page? That shit don't have nothing to do with what's going on over here. Not a motherfucking thing. Why are you over here in my chat with it? Talking about I'm bigger than the program. This is literally my fucking channel. If I don't want to talk about something over here, if I don't want somebody over here, I guarantee you it's not going down. If you don't like it, you can easily create your own YouTube channel and then you can see how the shit goes. And you can see if you allow people over on your page that are just over there to start bullshit, basically. The hell? What is wrong with y'all? The IQ of a damn string bean. Jesus.
I just need maturing and people in different positions and certain, like, I don't know, like.
And then the 3 person that you dated, what was that? Was that just because you wanted to get to know him? Or
I wanted to get to know him.
You did want to get to know him?
Yeah.
Okay, so you liked him.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, why didn't that work?
Huh?
Why didn't that work? Was it the fact, because I know like you come with a lot of attention, like you're viral. As soon as you are seen with somebody, boom, now the internet's on fire.
I mean, it was the lack of, like, you know, everybody just need maturing and people in different positions and certain, like, I don't know, like, sometimes when you get in a relationship, you realize, oh, you don't really need a significant other. You probably just needed a friend. I don't know, like, because me, I'm very mature. Like, I'm so far along. So certain people just, I don't know, they at their growth and what they doing. So I just back out on stuff.
But I know people were like trying to drag you because he was 20, and obviously he was younger, and you're mature and super famous, and he's not. Do you think that fame contributed to it, being that he was not old enough to really handle it? Because you come with a lot. You get seen with you, boom. Now everybody's looking at him, right?
Right.
Fresh lemonade.
Sorry, kid, I don't get paid till Friday.
Just
I don't know.
What is your relationship with him today? And this whole
So Chrisean is about to start talking about Blueface, but she just got done talking about 33, right? And I seen some people were, I guess, confused about this on I think it was Blue Clipped earlier. He said 3, so a lot of people thought he was talking about nigga number 3. But he was this conversation that they're having is about 33K. And Chrisean is talking about how she was basically, in a nutshell, she said that she was too mature for him. She was too famous. They were better off as friends, blah, blah, blah. Chrisean is not none of that. Chrisean is not mature at all. I can't think of anybody who Chrisean is more mature than. Like, even if I'm just thinking within the circus, right? Even the kids, Chrisean ain't even more mature than Junior. And I mean her Junior too. I'm not talking about new Junior. I'm talking about her Junior. She ain't even more mature than Junebug. And she talking about she more mature than 33K and talking about how she's famous and her status and her numbers and blah, blah, blah. Do y'all notice that the only interviews Chrisean can do now is literally Jason Lee and Danza? Nobody else. Hold on, y'all. Never mind. I thought I seen something in the chat. I had to read it for a second. But nobody else is doing interviews with Chrisean. Nobody else is offering her a lifeline. Literally, the only lifeline she has at this point are Blueface, Danza, and Jason Lee. That's about it. Besides that, nobody is really. I guess whoever else might be willing to work with her later on, as far as like the boxing thing goes, like how she pulled up on Dean and AB. I'm pretty sure that's not gonna happen again, but you know, that's it. Besides that, Chrisean, for some reason, when she links up with Blueface, she acts like it's like 2023 again or something like that, and it's just not giving that. It's not at all. I don't know how she's still not like officially blackballed, like nobody at all is giving her a chance, but you know, I don't get it with Jason Lee at all, because there's so many other people that Jason Lee could interview besides Chrisean. And I don't know if maybe this interview was to low-key expose her or something like that, which for the most part, everything she said, we've already heard her say before. So, you know, I don't know. Let's keep going though.
It feels, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. I think He's suffering from like trauma. In his
I'm not
past
asking
life.
about him. I'm asking about you.
Me?
Yes. What
With him?
if you plucked yourself out of LA and went to Baltimore to start boxing, being the holy hands that you are?
Right.
How does the holy hands come back and find themselves wrapped around Blueface, who's with a woman who's about to deliver a baby to him right now? How do you end up back in that?
I'm not in that.
What is it then? Because it looks online like you guys are dating. That's what I'm saying. We're confused.
We have this like connection. I think I need more discipline to just have boundaries for real. At first, it was just
You're not being courted by him, and you're not just hanging out because he has a baby on the way.
what do you mean?
Meaning he's somewhere right now with a woman who's baking baby Blueface right now. So and her baby shower is literally tomorrow. So if you were just hanging out yesterday, but he's with a woman who's delivering a baby whose baby shower is tomorrow, what do you call that?
Clips, money, streaming.
So it's business. Okay. But this is what I'm trying to understand it, because I know that he has said to me, he told me I was a part of the circus. He told me I had to do certain things because I'm a part of his circus. Me and you, we both in the circus, I guess. So I'm trying to understand, because I ain't getting, well, maybe I am getting clips. Maybe this is a part, maybe this is a part of
clips.
it. Clap it up for clips. This is clips. So this is, the circus is it all for entertainment at this point?
I just deal with it at my own time.
So your job expects you to be on time for work every day, but wants you to just wait 2 weeks for your...
If I got time, hello, or he'll pull up. I'd be like, what the?
So you're just donating your services for clips?
Not donating my services. I think we understand each other in a way where we have unconditional love, where it doesn't make sense at all for real. But people are like, oh yeah, I want better for you and da 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 da. But I'm not with him.
When was the last time you guys had sex?
Like, what, 2 years ago?
2 years.
Lies. Y'all see how she still couldn't look at, like, he keeps asking her shit and she cannot look at him at all. She look at him for a second and then lean down with this childish ass straw and start drinking whatever it is she's drinking.
What, 2 years ago?
2 years ago? Chrisean, now you holy hands.
Did he tell you we had sex?
Holy
Did he tell you we
holy
had sex?
hands and Yahweh.
Hold on, did he tell you?
Hold on a second. Lord, don't let Chrisean.
And this is how you know Chrisean lying too. When somebody's trying to have a conversation with her and they ask her a question or something and they want her to elaborate or anything like that, she starts asking a question over and over and over again, trying to talk over them. And she never answers the question truthfully at all. At all. Chrisean and Blueface been getting high and fucking every single weekend for the past what? It's August, so probably like 2 months now. Every weekend that they've been together, and mind you, most of the time when Blueface and Chrisean are together, Junior is nowhere to be found. What the fuck else are him and Chrisean doing besides getting high and having sex? And she really think people are gonna believe that they haven't had sex in 2 years. Well, you know what? People like Fireball. People like Fireball and the rest of Chrisean's fans, they're gonna most definitely believe that. And they're gonna be running around talking about, oh, Chrisean hasn't had sex with Blueface in 2 years. She's pure and she's celibate and blah blah blah. No, not at all. Chrisean is a whore, just like she's always been. And her and Blueface are most definitely fornicating. I don't know who she thought was gonna believe that lie, but she's literally just sitting up here lying. Just lying just to lie at this point.
Come here and lie in this holy sanctuary. It's the sanctuary. 2 years ago, it's crazy. He was just here not too long ago. Wait, because he was in prison. Or he was in prison.
Yeah.
Y'all hooked up when he got out.
We hung out.
I think according to him, we have to watch the clips back. I think according to him, didn't y'all hook up when he got out of prison?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So you guys haven't had sex since before he went to prison?
Mm-mm.
You want some more water? Because you done ran out.
No.
Yeah. Give her some more water anyway. We just getting started. We only 18 minutes into the show.
Pretty Alana, I put this comment up here because he did say, and I forgot until you said it, but he did say that. I think it was like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago when they hung out and he was on stream and people were asking him if he was gonna claim Junior or something like that, and Blueface straight up said, and Chrisean got fucked. That's straight up what he said. And why would Blueface lie about having sex with Chrisean? He would never have to lie about having sex with her. Mind you, we just watched Chrisean stalk Nevaeh all day so she could have Blueface all to herself. And she really want people to believe that her and Blueface don't be doing nothing at all. And after that fight that they had in LA or whatever, both of them were high. I'm pretty sure both of them were high. Imagine what they did when they finally got back to their hotel room afterwards. They were in that bitch high. Whatever type of illicit drugs they were doing, they started doing them. And they did that to each other. And it was probably hot and funky in the room. And they were probably up all night. They probably never even went to sleep for real. Just up all night celebrating, fighting, and fucking, and getting high. You said, where is Danza lately? Still buying subs for Chrisean. Mm-hmm. That's it. Still supporting Chrisean. That's it. I think that weekend that she fell off the dirt bike, I think it was that weekend. It was either that weekend or the time before that she went to Miami. Chrisean did link up with him and his homeboy. And I covered it over here in a live. I forgot what video it was, though. I have to go back and see what the title is. But Chrisean ended up flirting with Danza's homeboy. Danza got a little jealous about it. You could see it all in his face. But I guess he's come to terms with the fact that Chrisean is a whore and that's everybody's whore. I don't know if he was hoping that they were going to get in some kind of relationship or something like that, but he's still buying subs for her even when she's online with Blueface. That's about it for Danza. I haven't seen him doing nothing else. Not waiting in the wind. Yeah, Danza is still supporting his boo from afar, but he's still around. He's just not. Hey Karen, welcome in. It's been a while since I seen you, Karen. Welcome in. Danza is definitely he's still supporting his boo though. We'll say that. He in love with a prostitute. He is. He be trying to say he's just like Blueface, because Blueface be saying he looks at Chrisean like a daughter and blah blah blah. Danza be saying the same thing. Well, if I had a sister, I would tell her this. So Danza says he looks at Chrisean like a sister. Blueface says he looks at her like a little 5-year-old girl, like his daughter or something. Both them niggas are weird. We'll just leave it at that. Let's keep going though.
First of all, I don't like nervous Chrisean. I need the Chrisean rock that was on her knees when Yolanda Adams was singing at the thing. Put the clip. Matter of fact, look at this clip right here.
Look at Chrisean's stupid ass. You see everybody else in there is standing up. They're giving Miss Yolanda her respect by standing up. And Chrisean acting like she at church. She just went through the trial and tribulations of the century. Just down on the floor in front of the stage, on her knees. Mind you, y'all ain't never seen her like this in church. Have we ever seen Chrisean like this in church? Never, not once. But this is, what was this, the Impact Awards? Whatever Jason Lee's awards is called. This was her last summer at the awards. And mind you, This was after she pulled up. Y'all remember she pulled up to the awards in like a 2-piece pleather Fashion Nova set. It had the crop jacket on, and then it had the jeans, not the jeans, the pleather shorts or whatever. And the shorts were too small for her, so she couldn't button them all the way up. And then she had them white forces on, and they made her change her outfit. So the girl that was it was one of the employees at the event. They gave her this dress to put on, and she was still up in there showing her ass. I think Jason put this clip up here because he wanted everybody to see what Chrisean was doing in the function. Because I don't think, have we ever seen this before where she was down on her knees? I think we seen her before, like acting a fool or whatever, at the awards. But to be down on her knees like this, it's not matching up with what's going on at all.
On her knees singing.
I was praise and worshiping.
You were. And
I love
everybody, and I'm going
worshiping.
to tell you, that was such a moment where Don Lemon and everybody was like, how amazing is the Hollywood Unlocked Impact Awards, where you have gospel icon Yolanda Adams pouring the Lord into the room and young Yahweh on her knees receiving the message. And like, that's why I love you being at the show. I'm mad you didn't come this year. You come next year, but June 4th. But you know, like, I love you being in the mix. You performed at the Impact Awards. You were all in the spirit at the Impact Awards. And so the spirit of God just came in the room right now and said, when was the last time you had sex with Blueface? Was it
Who?
you?
I said 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. And that you standing on your story?
What?
You see what I mean, though? All that hard swallowing. Who the fuck needs to swallow water that hard? All that hard swallowing and just lying through her missing tooth, the hole. And somebody said it earlier. I think it was Steph that said it earlier in the chat that Chrisean's hole is getting bigger, and it is. I think we talked about it on Twitter maybe a month or so ago. Somebody did like a comparison between how big her gap used to be compared to how big it is now. Chrisean's teeth are most definitely shifting. I don't know what I guess I do know what her beef is with an implant or just a false tooth, basically. She wants to leave it out for Blueface. Blueface don't want you, Chrisean. Just put it back in, weirdo. Just put it back in. The hole getting bigger is crazy. And it's literally just because she refuses to put this tooth in. Because when you walk around with missing teeth for so long, it makes all of your teeth shift. And as many times as Chrisean went to Dr. Trev and all that, I'm pretty sure he told her that, and she just disregarded it. And where is Dr. Trev? Where is Dr. Trev? We haven't seen him since that day Chrisean had his clothes on with his with the jeans unbuttoned and her coochie out. Her bare coochie was out. Y'all remember what I'm talking about? We haven't seen Dr. Trev in a minute, and he probably got tired of Chrisean that day. Because I was tired of her stupid ass. Yeah, the teeth. She like, if y'all don't know, Chrisean likes to leave the tooth out for Blueface. And we played a few videos over here before where Chrisean said something about oh, I took my tooth out for daddy, and I gotta leave it out for Blue, or she takes the tooth out. Oh, I did it for you, Blue. And then if y'all remember, if y'all were around back then, back in what, like probably 2022, something like that, Chrisean got a tooth and she put Blueface's face on it. And Blueface said she thought she was something special or something like that because she got the tooth in. She was acting brand new, basically. And so she took the tooth back out. The missing tooth thing is for nobody other than Blue. It's not for herself. That's how obsessed she is with Blueface. But then she wants to sit up here and act like he's, you know, he's just the biggest problem and she's a victim of him. And what else did she say? They haven't had sex for 2 years. Bullshit. Chrisean is on nothing but bullshit all the time. Mm-mm-mm. Who knows about let me get in the comments real quick. Hold on. Don't nobody know about Dr. Trev's whereabouts? I'm actually interested. I want to know if that's what like the night that she was at the dentist like that, just a complete mess and people were calling the police and everything else, and I want to know if that was like the final straw for him or if something else happened after that that we don't know about yet. Steph, listen, I thought about this about her popping out pregnant. I don't know if I'll be able to take it, y'all. I don't know if I could watch Chrisean make Junior 2.0 all over again, because I don't think Chrisean is capable of producing healthy children at all. And especially not if Blueface is a part of the equation again. Because I don't, Blueface has created healthy children with other women, but I don't think him and Chrisean together, I don't think it would happen at all. God. Pray that Chrisean don't get pregnant, y'all. Because this past 3 years with Junior, over 3 years now, actually, if you're counting her pregnancy, it's been too much. It's been too much. We don't need to see it again. We don't need a do-over at all. And what's going to happen, like, if she did get pregnant, right? I feel like this one, it would be way worse than Junior. It will be way worse than Junior because now Chrisean knows too, right? She already didn't give a fuck when she got pregnant with Junior and she was doing all the extras. But now she knows like there's no like consequences for her whatsoever for doing this to a child. She's not going to get in trouble for it. Nobody's going to, come take the baby, and so that's not going to cause any public embarrassment to her or anything like that. She's just going to think she can do it again. Is she going to treat this kid like a purse too? A prop, whatever you want to call it. But she's still not gonna have love for this kid either. So just pray that Chrisean don't get pregnant again, y'all. Just pray. Pray that she does not pop out pregnant. It would just be too much.
I mind my business. I drink my water.
Thank God everybody's business is my actual business.
I think y'all just make it a big deal. Like, cause it's me and him. So it's like
we make it a big deal?
No, like it's a thing, like it's a hit or whatever, but like he did with other people, I did with other people.
Yeah. I mean, you and him are bigger than Beyonce and Jay-Z. You said that on the internet. I don't know.
No, I said it as if like
you said that on Beyonce's internet.
I did not say that.
No, it was Chrisean. You went to Beyonce's internet and you said, "What's going on? Me and you we bigger than Jay-Z."
Because I loved them. I loved them, but they impact, like they show the real, like how you supposed to stick together because of who y'all are together. It's a power force, a powerhouse.
Yeah.
And it could be done like that, but he wanted to be Bobby and Whitney, like.
Mind y'all, she's trying to double back right now. And I think this was like the day. It might have been the day after she said that or whatever, right? But then the next weekend, she doubled down on it again, saying that her and Blueface were bigger than Beyonce and Jay-Z. And then this was when y'all remember she started talking about how much money Blueface had made on his stream in a couple days and all that bullshit. Chrisean really does feel like in her head that her and Blueface are bigger than Jay-Z and Beyonce. She does. She tried to double back on it in this interview, but she said that shit again on stream the very next week, talking about, or the next day. All the streams are running together at this point. I just know it was after this interview. She said it again that her and Blueface are bigger than Jay-Z and Beyonce. And she's saying that Blueface wants to make it like Whitney and Bobby. Both of y'all together make it like Whitney and Bobby. It's obvious to me that Blue is on some type of hard drugs. Don't know what it is. But Blueface has been a pillhead for a long time too. I think he's just up the ante a little bit. I do. And you know, there's been several reports of him smoking spice in prison and all that shit, right? Okay, cool, but is he doing that now that he's on the street too? Because it seems like his behavior is just getting worse and worse and worse. And we know, I've talked about it several times before, it seems like Blueface is just giving up on life, but it definitely seems like there's some dope going on too. Like there's some drug fueled bullshit that's going on with him too. And I see a lot of people in the comments, right? They're talking about like anytime it's a clip of how Blueface like treats Nevaeh bad or Superior or something like that, right? A lot of people have been saying that Blueface is treating them so bad because he's coming down off of whatever drugs he's on. And I can't help but to agree. I don't know what him and Chrisean are on. I don't know if it's meth, crack, coke, but they've been doing coke for a long time too, so I don't know. But it has to be some hard shit. Because both of them just, especially when they get together, it's just too much. It's too much. And like we talked about before, Chrisean don't put it together in her head that when people call them Whitney and Bobby, they're talking about the drug aspect of it. They're not talking about the love between them or their success or anything like that. They're literally and only talking about the drug aspect of it. But Chrisean can't put that together in her head for some reason. So for some reason, she think her and Blueface are the center of everything. They're like the number one celebrities. Everybody knows them. She loves referring to both of them as millionaires. None of that is true. None of it.
Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a good reference, something positive. Like,
Okay, so your intention wasn't to say that you're bigger than Beyonce and Jay-Z, but that you were basically saying we need to be Bonnie and Clyde like them.
type thing.
Okay, so then who is Nevaeh?
Who's that?
Now here she go playing. This is what I mean when I say that she just played in Jason's face the whole time. She was lying the whole time. Because once again, the very next day, this bitch spent the whole day stalking Nevaeh. And here Jason Lee is asking her who that is. And she talking about who's that. Bitch, you know exactly who it is. The bitch that got you pressed up for real. I never thought I'd see the day where somebody had Chrisean more pressed than Jaden. I never thought I'd see the day. But Nevaeh got you big mad. And you want to sit up here and talk about who's that. You know who it is, girl. All this stupid shit, you know exactly. You know exactly who Nevaeh is. I believe it. I believe Chrisean is Blueface's plug. I would not be surprised at all. If y'all remember back when Chrisean first came back to LA, Ray J was her plug. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what do we want to call it? If that's her source, I'll say that. I don't know why I couldn't think of a word, but her source. I wouldn't be surprised if Ray J is her source at all. Cause that's who her plug is. And we don't ever see Blueface around Ray J like that. So Chrisean is probably the middleman. Who knows? But I definitely believe that Chrisean is the one that's supplying the drugs for him. Because if y'all follow me on Twitter, I've been saying for, the past couple weeks, Blueface is starting to act just like Chrisean. So whatever drugs Chrisean is on, I wouldn't be surprised if Blueface is on the exact same drugs at all. Not at all.
Okay, so then who is Nevaeh?
Who's that?
Nevaeh. Who is she? If you're Beyonce and he's Jay-Z, then who is Nevaeh?
I don't know what's wrong with him. He's just doing stuff.
No, who is she?
Because look, he texts my phone, he's like,
see, and this is what I'm talking about too, like with Chrisean's interviews and how she tries to deflect and shit like that. Jason Lee is very clearly asking if Chrisean is saying that her and Blueface are Jay-Z and Beyonce, then where does Nevaeh fit into that because she's pregnant with his child and she lives in the house with him? And here go Chrisean I don't know what's wrong with him. And then she starts talking about Blueface. Nobody is talking about Blueface. We're talking about you, bitch. She does this shit in all her interviews. All she ever want to talk about in her interviews is Blueface. Somebody be asking her a question because she do this same shit with Danza. Danza will very clearly ask her a question about her, how she feels about motherhood, what's going on with Junior, this, that, and the third. And Chrisean will just immediately start talking about Blueface. All she cares about talking about is Blueface. That's it. Her whole orbit, her whole world just orbits around Blueface. That's her god.
I want to start a family, come home. I'm like, I want to get my mental right. I want to train. I want to box. He was like, all right, don't come running back when I start a family. I'm like, bro, we just going to be still friends. Still cool. I don't really look at it like, I don't know. It's just y'all making things bigger than what it is. Because you just asking who's three? Who is this? Like, he got people, I got people. Where do three fit in that situation?
Wait, but okay, but
where do three fit in that situation?
3 is gone.
Oh man, I'm still talking. We're still friends.
Oh really? But y'all aren't like booed up.
Because I don't want to be booed up with nobody.
But wasn't you and you? If you're Bonnie and he's Clyde, weren't y'all just pulled over in San Diego together by the police? You and Blue.
They were following us. I think they wanted to see if the car and people had. They wanted to see if we had guns or something. It was like I don't know. Like, you know how you're in the hood and they pull over certain cars?
No, I'm not. I'm not in the hood.
I don't know. That's what it is. I think it was like a car that, oh yeah, let's see if they got something.
Okay. So less about him, but more about you. Because you are, if he's having a baby shower for a baby he's getting ready to deliver tomorrow.
Who?
Blue.
See, this is what I'm talking about. I hate when Chrisean tries to play dumb because she don't know how to fucking do it. Once again, she's talking about who acting like she's just completely uninterested in Nevaeh's baby shower. She don't know what's going on. She don't know who Jason Lee is talking about, blah, blah, blah. But you spent your whole day, even went so far as to pull up where that girl and her child lay their heads at. Because you wanted to ruin the day of her baby shower. And this was literally the day before Nevaeh's baby shower. She knew exactly what she was going to do when she did this interview, and she still did it. She still did it and talked about, acting. And she always does this shit. She always does it. Do y'all remember there was another Jason Lee interview where he asked Chrisean about how she had leaked her and Blueface's sex tape on Jaden's birthday. And when he asked her, she tried to act completely clueless, like, oh, I didn't know that was her birthday. Oh, what happened? Blah, blah, blah. She knew that was Jaden's birthday because she do the same shit every year. Every year on Jaden's birthday, Chrisean does some bullshit. Every single year without fail. That's what Chrisean does. Anybody that's connected to Blueface that he actually cares about. So if it's Carlissa's birthday, she don't give a fuck. She don't give a fuck about Carlissa's birthday. But if it's the kid's birthday, or it's Jaden's birthday, it's Blueface's birthday, whatever the case may be, she does whatever her little pea brain ass mind can think of to try to ruin it. And so now we've seen what she done with Nevaeh on the day of her baby shower too. But then she tries to sit in these interviews and play dumb when she's already acknowledged essentially that she knows exactly what's going on, but then she'll try to play dumb in an interview about it. That's not how you play dumb, Chrisean. It's not at all.
Okay.
How do you entertain you all even being a thing?
Who?
Blue and you.
Being a thing.
Children's Claritin provides 24-hour allergy relief.
Well, you said both of you when you referenced you and Beyonce, you as Beyonce.
I'm saying that's what we could be.
Okay, so and you realize that that's over, or is it over? Unless it's for clips and business.
No, it's over.
Okay.
It's over.
So you were getting the blue face tattoo taken off your face, but
I'm still getting taken off. I have to go session to session to session.
okay. So that's still happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did like what 3, 4.
But you can't get frustrated at me asking the question because
I'm not
one day you're
frustrated.
taking a. But
I'm not
wait.
frustrated.
One day you're
I'm not
one day
frustrated.
you're because you have blue face here,
I covered up.
and then you covered it up, and then you went and got it here, and then now you're taking that off, and then you may get it on your back, and then you may get it on your forehead like Amber
But I
Rose.
didn't. But I didn't
Yet.
though. I didn't.
Okay. So is this the last blue face tattoo you will ever have?
Yeah.
And we can.
Would y'all be surprised? We just got done talking about a hopefully not, but a possible pregnancy, right? Would y'all be surprised if Chrisean popped out with another blue face tattoo? I would not be surprised at all. Like, not even a little bit. And especially if she could pick like the biggest place on her body, like the most obvious place, like how Jason Lee said her forehead. I wouldn't be surprised if because she already still got the Jonathan tattooed on her forehead now, right above her eyebrow. We're looking at it right now. Right above it ain't even really faded for real. The tattoo of Blueface's face, it's not even faded for real. Chrisean has went to like 2 tattoo sessions, and didn't she start this shit back in like November, December, or something like that? And it's about to be September. So she started this shit almost a year ago. And damn near the whole tattoo is still there. Not a Karen, not a dirty diaper. But yeah, she like the whole tattoo is still there. The only time Chrisean ever even attempts to go to one of these laser sessions is if Blueface has done something to royally piss her off and she's in LA. That's it. That's it. Besides that, Chrisean ain't making no moves to get this tattoo removed. Cause here's the thing, right? If Chrisean was serious about getting this tattoo removed, she would be doing the sessions while she's in Baltimore. She keeps talking about she can't do it because of training and blah, blah, blah. Nobody's hitting you in your face while you're training, Chrisean. I haven't seen nobody hit Chrisean in the face while she's training. I haven't. I've seen her fall off a dirt bike, though, and, do all the extras. But no, I haven't seen anybody hit her in her face while she's training. So why could you not, start the removal process in Baltimore? Why do you have to wait to go? Well, I know why. The tattoo removal place is for promo. Chrisean isn't paying for anything. So like she lied and said that she paid $90,000 to get the tattoo removed. That's not what she paid $90,000 for. And she's not really working on getting the tattoo removed for real. She's not. How you only been in 2 laser sessions, 2 or 3 in a year, and the shit don't even, for real, it really don't look like it's even started fading yet. I would not be surprised if she popped out with another tattoo. I really wouldn't.
Take this clip right here and put it in our storage and know that there will never be a day ever where you will have a blue face tattoo, even a blue face, even if it's a face of somebody else, the color blue, you'll put it black. Right?
I genuinely love him. He's cool.
Okay, but do you love you?
I love me.
Then why do you keep putting yourself in a relationship with a man who still continues to say that
we're not in a relationship?
Okay, but
and I get what you're saying. I know where you're going with this.
Where?
I'm human. I'm still learning how to be self-disciplined and stuff. That's why I'm far away. Like I deal with.
Dr. Trev has not been seen since he had to lie when the police CPS came to his office. And that's what I was thinking. I think because if we're being real about it, right? Dr. Trev is still a medical professional. So if he's lying to the police and whatnot on camera, that can be detrimental for his business, and not just in a sense of like people giving his business like 1-star reviews on Google. Like if he were to get in way too deep with Chrisean, that could mean his license, his livelihood, all that. But at least, I'm not going to give him no gold star since he was entangled with her in the first place when he shouldn't have been. But at least he was smart enough to not let it get so bad to the point that like it messed his life up. Because we've seen that happen with other people with Chrisean before. She gets around them and they start losing things. And like, do y'all remember back around the time, I want to say Junior was already born. But do y'all remember that cameraman? He was like a light-skinned dude that came out and he was talking about how Chrisean hadn't paid him for his work. And it turns out that this guy, he was living on campus, like he had a dorm room and everything. And Chrisean, I forgot what college it was that he was going to, but Chrisean was not a student, not enrolled, not even close to being enrolled, anything like that. Basically, he kind of like linked up with her, and not like on like a sexual relationship type thing or anything like that. But he felt bad for her, so he let her stay in his dorm room. And she ended up basically doing what Chrisean does, making too much noise, tearing shit up, being dirty, blah, blah, blah. And he ended up getting kicked out of, I don't know, I don't remember if he got completely kicked out of college or he just got kicked out of the dorms. But she calls him years later, hey, come be my cameraman, whatever. She's supposed to be paying him, and then she refuses to pay him. And then when he comes out about it, Chrisean is saying that he's just clout chasing and blah, blah, blah. And I still don't think she never paid that man. Chrisean don't pay nobody that she owes. And I'm pretty sure she did not pay him. But that's what she does. She just runs around making it hard for other people. And true enough, they let her. True enough, they let her. You know, but it really is just the Chrisean effect. Anybody she go around, something goes bad for them immediately afterwards. Even Dean and AB, right? And I'm not saying, you know, Dean and AB, they're angels or anything like that. Their actions are that of their own. But y'all don't think it's crazy, like how as soon as Chrisean came and left right afterwards, Dean and AB both start having more serious issues, like lawsuits and arrests and police issues and stuff like that. Y'all don't think that's crazy? Because true enough, like I said, they weren't like perfect before they linked with Chrisean, but after they linked with Chrisean, it was like it got worse and more started happening, you know? And I could be wrong, of course, but it's like spot on for Chrisean. That's how it goes. Anybody that links up with Chrisean, shortly afterwards, something is going to go bad for them. Something or multiple things is going to go bad for them. Who else? Lefty Gunplay. Him and Chrisean linked up for that stream that time. I don't know if, I guess they hung out. I don't remember if it was the same night or the night afterwards or something like that. And remember her and, somebody pulled up in the drive-thru. Lefty Gunplay was standing outside, and he said that Chrisean and her homegirl robbed him, and they stole his car. And then the next day, he ended up getting in a car accident, and Tareen got her big stupid ass online, and she basically made like a subliminal post about it with her consequences pending bullshit and the red roses and everything like that. And y'all remember before all this shit happened, Lefty Gunplay and Chrisean had words or whatever on the stream. It's always something with Chrisean. It doesn't matter who she's around, something gets fucked up in their life afterwards. You know? Let's keep going though.
We did everything together. Now that we don't do nothing together, I have my own identity, my own individualism. Like I'm okay with dealing with whoever I want to deal with on my timing.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
So where I was going with it before you intervene.
What you about to do?
Ask you a question. Can you handle the questions?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Where I was gonna go.
No,
there's no. I don't do gotchas. You know that. First of all, you know, coming here, I saw you online the other day. You're gonna stop playing. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put the clip right here. Chrisean was just on live the other day saying that she knows I'm gonna ask all the questions. Take a look.
Chat. So the interview is locked in. Y'all want to hear me and Jason? You know, Jason Lee asks the best questions. He's very respectful. He always get me gifts. Hopefully, got me another Bible.
You know that I'm going to ask all the questions. That's why you come here, because I feel in some weird way, not only do you want me to check on you, but you also want to share what you're going through.
Yeah.
Because you don't come here if you want to talk about, Care Bears and kites and shit. We come here and we get into all the things.
Yeah.
So my question for you is,
What?
you ready? We did this last time. I think we did it. Okay, here it goes. Ready? Okay. How do you find yourself hanging out with a man yesterday?
Hold on, let me stop, Jason. I forgot about the situation with Kaylani. I completely forgot about the situation with Kaylani. And you know what the craziest part about the situation with Kaylani was? I remember when that happened, there was actually people in the comments that were siding with Chrisean and talking about they believe her because Kaylani seems like the jealous type and blah blah blah. Mind you, we were talking about Blueface. Like the Blueface, according to Chrisean, Blueface was the whole reason her and Kaylani got into it, because she said that Kaylani basically pulled her to the side and was like, hey, me and Blueface had a thing at one point, basically. Like, she made that whole thing up, and there was really people that were in the comments saying that they believed Chrisean. And nothing about Chrisean's story made sense. And Kaylani wasn't even the one that bought it to the internet. It was the fans that bought it to the internet. Kaylani was trying to spare Chrisean, because the whole reason Kaylani didn't want to hang out with Chrisean anymore was because she said that she had already told Chrisean that she didn't want any recording in her house or anything like that, because she had a stalker and she didn't want her stalker to know, like, put the pieces of the puzzle together as to where it was that she lived. And so she even said that after that shit happened with Chrisean, her stalker ended up finding out where she lived at. That was Kaylani's whole problem. And Chrisean made up this whole narrative about how Chrisean had messed with Blueface and or Kaylani had messed with Blueface, and Kaylani told Chrisean about it. And that was all bullshit. It was all bullshit. But they were actually people that believed Chrisean in that situation. And a lot of them too. And honestly, the only reason why Kaylani probably ain't sued Chrisean is because she knew she was broke. Let's really talk about it. Because I'm pretty sure the day that they hung out and they went and worked out together, I remember Chrisean hadn't taken a shower for like 3 days because she was running around with the same clothes on for 3 days. Chrisean was probably in that bitch musty, fishy, everything else. Kaylani probably knew that she was homeless and broke, so what is the point of suing her? And once again, they're all in the industry, right? So somebody also probably told her that bitch ain't got no money. There's no point in suing her. Chrisean a dirty bitch, bro. Literally and figuratively.
Yesterday,
What?
who has a baby that he's celebrating the baby shower with his girl tomorrow, when you have a son that he has come on this show and said is not his. And I think he also said that you all concocted this dad storyline, which you've been consistent saying it is his son, and then he says it is, and then he says it isn't.
He's hurt.
Huh? But he just came on this show and said
now.
that it was not even a roast, that it was all a fake.
I promise y'all we're going to get through all the clips, but y'all keep bringing stuff up that I forgot about. The Rick James wig. I know y'all remember Chrisean's wig got down. I wish I had a pic. I don't think I have any pictures on my computer, or else I would show y'all. But Chrisean's wig got down to like the bare bones, literally. That shit was so bad you could see the tracks. There was barely, like, the weft was the wefts were in shambles. She just had a few little strings of hair, basically. And y'all remember when she went on Baddies looking like that? And Taseki told her, look at your hair. You look like you don't even give a fuck. Chrisean was on Baddies looking a motherfucking mess. I forgot about the Rick James wig. Hopefully Chrisean don't ever get back to that point. I'm not saying I hope she don't go, completely dirt poor broke again, but I just don't want to see no wig in shambles like that again. And y'all remember she kept getting the same wigs, like So she got the wig installed, right? Or maybe it was a sew. I don't know. It was a sew in or a wig, something. She got it installed. She kept that shit in for 6 months. And then she finally took it out. She got the same shit done on her hair again, that curly shit or whatever. Cause she be wanting to feel like Jaden or, somebody that has, that texture of hair basically. And so she gets the same shit done again, and then she wears it till it's damn near boneless. I mean, she ain't washing it or nothing. She just putting a headband on and keeping it moving. That's how you know Chrisean was down bad. I don't know why people keep doubting that Chrisean was like homeless and living out of a car or anything like that, because Chrisean was down fucking bad. And she was running around LA acting like she had it for real, and that bitch was sleeping in a car, and everybody that was coming into contact with her was talking about, they were coming out and saying how bad she smelled and how bad Junior smelled. And y'all remember the people that were walking down the street and they took a video of her sleeping in the car? And then when Chastity came out and she said that she was trying to help Chrisean out, she confirmed that Chrisean was living in a car. And she said that Chrisean and Junior were both in the car stinking. And her and Luella had to go to LA Fitness to take a shower because, of course, Chrisean was homeless. She didn't have nowhere for them to stay. And then Chrisean tried to play crazy, and she basically exposed that. Well, she tried to expose that Chastity and Luella were taking a shower at LA Fitness. At least they were showering, though. And we all knew, anybody that already knew like Chrisean's family dynamic, they know her sibling, shit like that. We know that Chastity wasn't homeless. We know she had her own apartment. And we know that she also lives in Baltimore. She didn't live in LA. So if she's coming to see you and she got to take a shower at LA Fitness, what's going on, Chrisean? Why don't you have a shower that your sister and her child can use? What are you and your child doing to stay clean? You know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe that. She really tried to turn that around on Chastity when it was saying way more about her. I remember that, stalking Blue in LA. She was. And remember, Chastity told us. Chastity was one of the first ones that told us that Chrisean was stalking Blue. I don't know how many of y'all remember that, but that's all Chrisean was doing. And then, she would link up with Marsha or whatever, right? And y'all remember when she called Winter Blanco and she was playing on Winter's phone, and her and Marsh were talking about how they were about to pull up and beat Winter's ass or whatever. And then there was a few other incidents where Winter said she ran into Chrisean in the club and shit like that. Chrisean was doing nothing at all before she moved back to Baltimore. She wasn't doing shit but just sitting around, riding around in that busted up ass BMW, Junior on the floorboard in the back seat, just running around, stalking Blueface and harassing people. That's it. That's all she was doing. And she would get up online and act like she was doing such great things with her life. Oh, I'm starting this company. I got a new football team. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And she wasn't doing shit but riding around in the car all day, neglecting her child and bothering people. That's all she was doing. And stalking Blueface when he got out of jail. That's it. Chrisean wasn't doing shit else. And now all she does is stalk people from across the country via telecommunication devices. And go pull up to the gym to train with Calvin for a couple hours every day. And then she come home, throw Junior in the closet. She might stream, she might not stream. That's all she does. Chrisean ain't on shit. And people keep acting like she's changed and she's leveling up in life. No, she's not. Not at all. Not even a little bit.
Big story that you all came up with and that you knew it was.
Because I wouldn't come back home.
Because you wanted to come back home.
He wanted me to come back home. We're arguing. You want to see the receipts?
You have the receipts from the paternity test?
Probably my old phone, but it's real. You could look up the doctor. They're not risking their job for Zeus. Mm-hmm. He just came up with a narrative because when I said I don't want to be a part of the circus, I want to work on my mental health, I want to deal with you in my own time and put my foot down. He's like, all right, I'm finna do this. I'm like, Go ahead. But I don't know. It's just, I don't know why he's like that.
So if you had a child with him that you claim is his and that he is claimed is and isn't, how could you spend time with a man who you know is claiming the one he's getting ready to
That's
have?
just one of my flaws right now. Like, is loving myself more. You know what I'm saying? Like, but off camera, he's a great dad. He want a connection with him. He want to be there for him. I think I just see a different point of view where I stand in that gap, and that's a hard, fat gap. I'm starting to learn, like, it's not worth it for real, because peace should be over all of that, though.
Right.
So, but
So Elizabeth said, speaking of Marsh, why did she pop up all of a sudden and do a stalker assist at the baby shower? I think that's what it was. I think Chrisean felt comfortable pulling up to Blueface's house by herself. Because of course Nevaeh is pregnant and Blueface, you know how Chrisean likes to yell about how Blueface isn't gonna protect these girls. Like she said the same thing to Jaden at one point. She's saying it to Nevaeh now. But I think that Blueface thinks that I think that Chrisean thinks that Blueface is always gonna protect her. Like, say if we fast forward like 2-3 months or something like that, and Nevaeh has had time to heal and blah blah blah. If Chrisean were to pop up at the house, I'm telling y'all, I think Nevaeh will whoop Chrisean's ass. And some of y'all might disagree. I don't care. The fact that, people keep picking with Nevaeh like she's a pussy and so it makes her the underdog, basically, right? And I feel like Nevaeh is going to be the final boss for Chrisean. Because she's already made her mad about the baby, right? And living in the house with Blueface. I think if Nevaeh and Chrisean cross paths once Nevaeh heals, I think Nevaeh would also whoop Chrisean's ass. And I definitely think she would whoop Jaden's ass. But Chrisean is the topic of conversation, right? I'm pretty sure Nevaeh will whoop Chrisean's ass because a lot of people, they have this notion that Chrisean can beat everybody, and that's not true for anybody in this world. I don't know why people think Chrisean is just like, this invincible person or something. Chrisean has the let me be politically correct. The special needs strength. That's the only thing Chrisean has going for her. She really does. And even Chrisean's own siblings have said that she is one of the worst fighters out of all of them. And even in that little boxing match that she did, that was celebrity boxing. It was fake. And then when we go back to the Compton situation, Chrisean putting all these different embellishments on it, talking about she fought 6 to 10 girls. No, you didn't. And you didn't whoop nobody's ass either. We saw them girls right after the fight. You didn't do nothing to them. I don't know why everybody thinks Chrisean can just whoop everybody's ass. I don't think that's the case. And I think Nevaeh is going to be the one to really give it to her for real. But when it comes to Marsh stepping in, right? I don't think Chrisean felt comfortable pulling up to that baby shower by herself. Not when it's security there, Nevaeh's people there, all that. If Chrisean just say like I was having a baby shower, right? And there was a man inside that Chrisean wanted, and she pulled up to my baby shower, my family would have packed Chrisean the fuck out. And I'm pretty sure Nevaeh's people would have did the same thing with her. No, she didn't. She most definitely didn't feel comfortable pulling up at that baby shower by herself. So of course she called Marsh because she likes when Marsh takes her ass whoopings for her. Chrisean has a history of that. Chrisean likes when Marsh gets involved so that she can take the ass whooping for her. You, Scorpio, I am too. Because I've watched the video so many times and I have yet to see 6 different girls that put their hands on Chrisean, try to square up with her, anything. And there's literally people that will say, oh, she fought 6 girls in Compton just because Chrisean said it. But the video that they look at, they do not see 6 people attacking Chrisean. It didn't happen. But that's what Chrisean does, just like she did in this interview where she tries to talk about what happened on Blue Stream when we all seen it in 4K. We literally all seen what happened, but she tries to sit up and give a different account of it when we literally seen with our own two eyes and heard with our own two ears what actually happened. But she's trying to sit up and spin a different narrative. That's the same thing she does with that situation in Compton. She did not get jumped by 6 people. She absolutely did not. At all. Yeah, it was just 2 people. But she wants to make it seem like she took down the whole crew or something. She didn't.
It's together, we did everything together. Now that we don't do nothing together, I have my own identity, my own individualism. Like I'm okay with dealing with whoever I want to deal with on my timing.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So where I was going with it before you intervene.
What you about to do?
Ask you a question. Can you handle the questions?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Where I was gonna go.
No,
there's no. I don't do gotchas. You know that. First of all, coming here, I saw you online the other day. You're gonna stop playing. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put the clip right here. Chrisean was just on live the other day saying that she knows I'm gonna ask all the questions. Take a look.
Chat. So the interview is locked in. Y'all want to hear?
Did we already watch this clip? I thought I remember this playing.
Have the receipts from the paternity test?
Oh, I think we went backwards. Hold on.
And I think he also said that you all concocted this dad storyline, which you've been when you have a son that he has come on this show and said is not his. And I think he also said that you all concocted this dad storyline, which you've been consistent saying it is his son, and then he says it is, and then he says it isn't.
He's hurt.
Huh? But he just came on this show and said
now.
that it was not even a real, that it was all a fake story that you all came up with, and that you knew it wasn't.
Because I wanted to come back home.
Because you wanted to come back home.
He wanted me to come back home. We're arguing. You want to see the receipts?
You have the receipts from the paternity test?
Probably my old phone, but it's real. You can look up the doctor. They're not risking their job for Zeus.
Mm-hmm.
He just came up with a narrative because when I said I don't want to be a part of the circus, I want to work on my mental health, I want to deal with you in my own time and put my foot down. He's like, all right, I'm finna do this. I'm like, go ahead. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. It's just, I don't know why he's like that.
So if
y'all hear all that hard swallowing while she talking about she wanted to deal with Blueface on her own time and blah, blah, blah. That never happened. That literally never happened. Chrisean don't do nothing but think about Blueface and try to do anything to get his damn attention. And he did not want to fuck with Chrisean anymore. That's all that was. Is she steady trying to make it seem like she dropped him off, but then she does shit like stalk his new baby mama all day and try to ruin her baby shower. And then go home, fly back to Baltimore. First of all, right? Purposely miss her flight back to Baltimore so she can try to ruin this new baby's birthday, basically. Because we talked about that last week, right? How Chrisean missed her flight, conveniently missed her flight when Blueface was on stream and Nevaeh called him and told him that she was in labor. And Chrisean conveniently missed her flight right afterwards. And then she got back to Baltimore and sat on stream with her cousin and whoever else that was and watched Blueface's stream the whole time. She looking at the baby. Her whole mood changed when Nevaeh showed the baby's face. She's sitting up talking about all she got to go do is knock on the door. She got this, she got that. She could have Blueface back whenever she want him, all that. But then she get on Jason Lee and try to talk about, oh, well, I just want to mess with him in my own time. No, bitch, you are a lunatic and you are obsessed with that man. And you want to be in Nevaeh's spot so bad. I don't know why. Oh God, I don't know why. I don't know why anybody would want to be in Nevaeh's spot. But she chooses to be there. So it is what it is. But that's the life Chrisean want. Chrisean want a new healthy baby with Blueface. She want to name it Jonathan Jr. She want to be in the house with him. She want to say that that house is officially hers for real, like she actually lives there again. She want to be the one driving the Range Rover. Well, I was gonna say cooking him dinner, but Chrisean don't cook nothing. But yeah, she want to be back with Blueface. But she try to act like it's her program for real. She controlling the traffic. No, she is not. She never has. Not at all.
You had a child with him that you claim is his and that he is claimed is and isn't. How could you spend time with a man who you know is claiming the one he's getting ready to have?
That's just one of my flaws right now. Like, is loving myself more. You know what I'm saying? Like, but off camera, he's a great dad. He want a connection with him. He want to be there for him. I think I just see a different point of view where I stand in that gap, and that's a hard, fat gap. I'm starting to learn, like, it's not worth it for real, because peace should be over all of that, though.
Right.
So, but.
Who are watching, because you have lots of fans and they come after me whenever they don't feel we're posting you in the best light. We try to post whatever we see. And I love you. For your fans who support you and have been writing for you and that were celebrating when you got away from Blue and now are watching you back over there, what version of you are they supposed to believe? The one that wants peace and wants to get away, or the one that keeps coming back?
I feel like my fans they love me. They're just keep praying and hoping for the best. Like, honestly, I'm just growing, shifting, changing. I think one thing about it, I feel like the more you get closer to God, the harder the fight is. Like, at first, when I left, it was like easy and stuff. He wasn't bothering me. But now that he calling and pulling up.
Mind you, I just want to say this real quick. The question Jason Lee asked Chrisean was about her fans. It was literally exclusive to her and her fans. It had nothing to do with Blueface, but somehow she managed to incorporate Blueface into it. This all she ever does is talk about Blueface. Any way it don't matter. Jason Lee could ask Chrisean what she ate for breakfast this morning. And if she could tie it back to Blueface, she would. What'd you eat for breakfast this morning, Chrisean? Oh, I had some pancakes. Those are Blue's favorite. Those are my baby father favorite. All she ever want to talk about is fucking Blueface. The nigga is asking you about you and your fans. Just answer the question. Somebody want to talk about Blueface all the time. Damn.
And I'm like, what is that feeling like? It's like, I don't know. It's just, I really can't really explain it. Like, what y'all want me to be so freaking like, I don't know.
No, I think that you just showed off your weight loss, your tonality, your discipline for boxing and getting healthy. You showed people, you demonstrate that you can do it when it comes to the things that you want. But when you talk about peace and you're in pursuit of that, your actions don't really line up sometimes with what you're saying. And that could be the struggle, and it's not his fault. You have to own whatever your part in it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? And it seems like you've been surrounding yourself by people like you and Marsh. Y'all not cool no more, right?
I don't have no beef with nobody.
You don't have a beef, but are you guys still friends, like besties?
Besties? I moved away, so I kind of like, I'm not around the same people.
Right. But didn't she betray you too?
Why are you being like that?
No, I'm just asking because I remember sitting with you.
You're opening up a can of worms.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know I'm opening up worms. I just remember last time.
Didn't, and y'all in the chat, tell me if I'm wrong, because I know this was a minute ago, so I might be thinking of something else. But didn't Marsh and Chrisean fall out because Chrisean left Baddies and she wanted Marsh to go with her and Marsh refused because she wanted to stay on Baddies? Ain't that what happened? Y'all remember Chrisean left Baddies and then Marsh was super fanned out. She wanted to be around all the baddies. She wanted to be on the camera. She wanted to be seen, all that. And then the next day, didn't Chrisean text Marsh and be like, Marsh, where you at? Or why you ain't on the plane or something like that? Didn't that happen? That's what I was thinking. Like, so what are we talking about betrayed? If the bitch want to stay on baddies, let her stay on baddies. Let her get her little exposure, whatever the case may be. And Chrisean talking about Jason opening up a can of worms. It's not betrayal and it's not a can of worms. If she didn't want to chase after you, then she didn't want to chase after you. I guess Chrisean would feel some type of way about that though, because she thrives off of feeling like she's the leader in a situation, basically. Y'all remember back before she got blackballed and nobody wanted to fuck with her or anything like that? Back when she still had a little name for herself. Her the thing that just meant so much to her was the fact that Jay and Marsh were her lapdogs and they would do it for absolutely anything for her. So maybe she did feel betrayed that that Marsh refused to leave Batty. Chrisean is a child, bruh. She really is. I wouldn't, you know what? If I chose to leave somewhere and it was on my own accord, and my friend was there with me and she knew that I was just tripping and there was no reason that I needed to leave because Chrisean really was just tripping. There was no reason that she needed to leave. She just wanted the show to be all about her. Nobody did nothing to Chrisean for real. So I can't really say that Marsh betrayed her or she was wrong in the situation or anything like that. And that's just me because I don't expect, if I cause some shit or I'm on some delusional shit, I don't expect people to feed into it. I for when I'm tripping, I like for my friends to tell me I'm tripping. That's just me though. But Chrisean don't like that. So maybe she did feel like Marsh betrayed her by just staying on baddies and not flying home with her. I don't know.
I saw you guys were friends, and then
Some friends just grow apart.
But they don't betray you. Do you feel like she betrayed you?
I don't really want to say anything about that.
Latifah was here, Tasiki and Blueface were here, and both of them seem to be kind of building this narrative that you're a setup queen or that you would set somebody up, and that Blue has said you've done it to him.
He's making that up because he's mad.
Okay. So do you want to clear the air on them saying that?
I don't know. It's like people just, when they don't identify well with themselves, they just start picking. Like, if I killed him.
I'm gonna run this clip back to the beginning because this whole shit she keeps saying about people not identifying well with themselves when Chrisean is a fucking mental patient, it's starting to irritate me for real because I don't know why she keeps on saying it.
Latifah was here, Tasiki and Blueface were here, and both of them seem to be kind of building this narrative that you're a setup queen or that you would set somebody up, and that Blue has said you've done it to him.
He's making that up because he's mad.
Okay. So do you want to clear the air on them saying that?
I don't know. It's like people just, when they don't identify well with themselves.
So Chrisean, because I know you be, we've already discovered that you be over here sometimes, girl. Just like on Twitter. But anyway, if we think about the internet as a whole and how many people say that you're a setup queen and all that, right? Is it hundreds of thousands of people that don't identify well with themselves, or are you just a setup queen? Are you just a little evil bitch that has no regard for human life whatsoever? You don't care about taking lives, ruining lives, all that. Is it that? Or are hundreds of thousands of people, as you claim, they just don't identify well with themselves, so they're just making shit up? And why the fuck would Blueface, because he's mad at you, why would Blueface just say that you tried to kill him or you're trying to have him set up to be killed, and then he's still hanging out with you every weekend? Or you're still rushing to hang out with him every weekend. I'll say that. Either way it goes, it don't make sense. Because the fact that Blueface knows that Chrisean is a setup queen and she's trying to kill him and she's made multiple threats on his life since he's been out of jail and he's still hanging out with her is weird. And the fact that she is actively planning on getting him up out of here and she's still running around having sex with him and all that, none of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. But to say that people are just saying it because they don't identify well with themselves, that's a bunch of bullshit.
They just started picking. Like, if I killed him, I would be locked up right now. Like, there's no getting away from a murder. Like, everything is on the internet. Chrisean, he was in the streets already. He sold drugs. He was beefing with people, robbing people. And then while he robbing people, he was going viral, like falsely claiming my son and stuff. So he had haters, and that just happened to him, unfortunately.
And so when you said, I think on live, you said the police came and talked to you about it?
The detectives?
The detective.
No, they wanted to see if I could help find the killer, because I was like, they said they had.
That's how you know Chrisean lying. They wanted to see if I could help find the killer. Who says that when they're involved in an active murder investigation? Who says that? No, they wanted to see if I could help find the killer. Chrisean, all you got to do is go to the mirror. They didn't come to you asking if you could help find anybody. They probably wanted to know your whereabouts. They wanted to look at your body language and listen to your slow ass talk and put the pieces of the puzzle together. And you be stumbling all over your words. You be telling on yourself all the time, all that. That's what they were looking for when they were talking to you. They wanted to see if I could help find the killer. Girl, I can't stand this hoe. It's like she don't even, sometimes it's like Chrisean don't even be trying to put like a good lie together. Like she just be saying whatever. They wanted to see if I could help find the killer. Goodbye, Chrisean.
I have a sense of who did it or whatever the case may be, because they posted about it. People posted about it because the person that killed them died.
Really?
Yeah, supposedly.
Oh, wow.
So it's a whole street beef.
And you see how she just making shit up on the spot, because who else has said anything like that? The person that supposedly killed him died. I haven't heard nothing about that. Has anybody else heard something about that? Fuck no. Like she just be lying so bad. Just coming up, she just coming up with new little embellishments for her lie and her story that she tells about how Ronnie passed away. And at this point, the only people that don't believe that Chrisean had something to do with Ronnie's murder is her fans. And if we want to be honest about it, I'm pretty sure a lot of her fans on the low, they know she's guilty too. They know she had something to do with it too. Because if y'all remember that group chat from when Hot Tea, Hot Chocolate went to visit Chrisean or whatever, and how quite a few of her fans were in there talking crazy about Chrisean and her behavior. Y'all think they don't be doing the same shit in regards to this Ronnie situation? There's no way every single one of her fans believes she's innocent in regards to Ronnie. If they didn't even believe that Chrisean was actually taking care of Luella and Junior, and they were talking about it in a group chat, there's no way every single one of them thinks she's innocent in regards to Ronnie's murder either. So on the real, they know that Chrisean isn't a good mother, which is also why they be sending her all that shit that we never see her or Junior in. They got to send all Junior's needs, wants. Well, we don't know what Junior's wants are, but they got to send all Junior's needs. They got to send sheets, blankets, clothes, shoes, toys, books, everything. Chrisean don't buy a damn thing for Junior. So they know she's not a good mother for real. And they probably know that she has something to do with Ronnie's murder too. They might not want to get out on the internet and say it because they feel like they're going against their leader. But there's no way all of them are just that dumb. Let me see what y'all talking about in the comments. This shit actually is scary. It is. That's why I be saying I don't know how Chrisean is out on the loose still. I really don't. She don't need to be with nobody else. She don't need to be in Gen Pop. She don't. Take Chrisean to Seg or something. She don't need to be out with everybody else. Always talking about Blue. Always talking about Blue. You know, first thing in the morning when Chrisean get up, you know her first thought isn't to go check on Junior, wake him up, see if he's even still breathing. Her first thought is probably to get on the internet and see what Blue doing. Just like Carlissa. You know, we talk about all the time. Carlissa walked so Chrisean could run because they are the same person damn near. That's crazy at this point, right? Blueface acts just like his mama, and his mama, well, Chrisean acts just like his mama. Like, it's like both of them are extensions of Carlissa. Ew. This shit is so messy. I can't, like, they act just like Carlissa. And if y'all are new here, I feel like most people don't really care about Carlissa's content. I don't really speak on Carlissa like that because my threshold for Carlissa is extremely low. I have to be in like an extremely good mood. Like I have to be in a damn near perfect mood to even like sit through 5 minutes of Carlissa's live. If I'm already a little, even the slightest bit overstimulated, I'm tired, whatever the case may be, I can't listen to Carlissa. I can't. You know, we talked about over here before. She blocked me a long time ago, and I'm glad she did. Because I cannot listen to that lady for too long at all. Like the bullshit she spews, I can't. We hear enough of it from Blueface and Chrisean. I can't listen to her old ass doing it either. And you know what? I shouldn't say old because Carlissa ain't even old for real. But the fact that she's the oldest one in the circus and she acts the way she does, like she doesn't act like anybody's matriarch or anything like that. She's on the exact same type of time as these 20-something-year-olds are. And even worse most of the time, I can't respect it at all. You're almost 60 years old. There's no way that you're online. Like y'all seen how she was in Skims and she made sure that she pointed the phone at the camera so we could see her ass and everything else. It's shit like that. I can't deal with too much from a woman of her age. I can't deal with too much. It gets to a point. Like Carlissa, it's like you don't know that if you haven't made it by now in Hollywood, you're never going to. For you to be almost 60 years old and you still haven't accepted that it's never going to happen is crazy to me. You know? Let's get back into Chrisean's lies, though.
Well, in Baltimore?
Not in Baltimore. In the county, like 30 minutes from Baltimore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's more stuff that local people may know that we all don't know because we're not all plugged into everything.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. And then
Back to school is back, and with Walmart's must.
yeah.
Did you ever try to set Blueface up to get robbed or killed here in LA?
No.
So why did him and Wack say that?
Again, when people can't control you or manipulate you or like if you don't do what they say, they do things like that. Like Wack didn't really like me because he couldn't make money off of me when I was with Blue. Because Blue was putting everything in my name. We was making money off of me. So it was like he didn't owe Wack nothing when he worked with me. He was just making a lot of money because we're together. But I'm also like one of those people like if we're together, whatever's mine is yours. But he had a different mentality. He had like this pimp mentality. And then when I caught on to it, separated my funds. Like, hey, look,
Blue had the pimp mentality or Wack?
I think both. I think that's probably why. But no, they work so good together. I don't know. Him and Wack work so good together, but that's them. I don't know. Like, it's just everybody against me. So it's just like, okay.
So Wack, so you and Blue were just on live yesterday or maybe the other day, and he said that on live he said that you had 4 guys waiting to get him right then and there. So is that him continuing the narrative that you're trying to set him up or set people up? What is happening?
He's lying because like I didn't want to stream. So he had the camera faced on him. I'm like, bro, I'm getting out the.
So Rashawn is about to get into the night Blueface left her and Junior at the restaurant or whatever. Um and like I said, if y'all watch the stream or y'all watch the clip, even just the clips, what Chrisean is saying happened, it didn't happen like that. But you know, she likes to act like we don't see this shit in 4K. She's just gonna start doing that thing where she spins her little narrative or whatever.
Latifah was here, Tasiki and Blueface.
But he like, you're not even in the camera. In the stream, you're not even in the camera. I'm like, I'm not in the camera because you gotta calm down. Like, I don't want to be put in a position.
Like even just this part right here where she's saying that he's talking about how she's not in the camera and you gotta calm down and blah blah blah. That shit did not happen. It literally did not happen. If y'all watch the stream or y'all watch the clips and what she's saying happened, maybe I just missed it. Let me know in the chat. But what I saw, this shit that she's talking about did not happen. And mind you, the cameras were rolling the whole time. At no point did Blue stream stop. So it's not like we can be like, oh well, the cameras turned off and we don't know what happened in between. That didn't happen. So she's literally starting offline talking about she was the calm one and she was trying to, that didn't happen. You was pushing cameras down and everything else. You were not being no soft, oh, you're not calm. That did not happen. It literally didn't happen. Let's keep listening to her lies though.
Where I have to clip you in your mouth. Like, I don't want to.
With the holy hands?
Yeah, these hands is registered, bro. These hands is registered. I be having to like distance myself. So when things got out of line, because we in the car, and he kept saying 24-hour stream, I'm like, no. He said, what? F what Chrisean say, Chad, we doing 24 hours. I said, and yeah, I'm going to break your camera. I'll buy you a new one, but I'm going to break your camera. I'm not doing it. Like, because he's like rage baiting me.
Is that standing up for yourself?
No, he just rage
No,
baiting.
you, when you say no. Like,
I just don't want to do 24 hours. Like, I had enough of the streaming. Like, it's cool. Like, we made a couple dollars. All right, cool. Then he like, oh yeah, the view's not even high because we're not fighting. You're trying to put on another narrative. That narrative when we was viral all the time, it's because it was always fighting. It was always conflict. And we always came back together. So people was trying to figure out what is it, but it was entertaining, but it's not. It was really demonic. So it's like, all right, cool. You're not cool with like us just chilling and just chill views. You want to amp it up. So he tried to amp it up. He gets out the car. He think I'm gonna run after him. No, I'm packing the baby stuff. I'm trying to get all my stuff together. But then when I shut the door and I realized I left my wallet in there, I was like, dang. So then I'm trying to talk to him like, hey, I need like you to unlock the door. But he like, go home. Like he's clip farming now. He's like, you don't even want to be in the camera. You don't even want to be in the camera. And it's like, you're not even calm. I don't.
Mind you, once again, this is all bullshit. None of this shit happened. They started arguing because Chrisean didn't want to do a 24-hour stream. Once again, Blueface and plenty of us at this point believe that Chrisean was trying to set Blueface up this night because she was so adamant about turning the cameras off the whole night. It wasn't even like she was saying that she didn't want to do a 24-hour stream just because she didn't want to be a part of it. She wanted Blueface to turn his cameras off, period. Because if Blueface is saying that he wants to do a 24-hour stream and you're saying that you don't, you could have easily just been like, you know what? I'm going to take Junior and I'm going to go back to the hotel. If you want to stream for 24 hours, hey, I'll leave you to it. That didn't happen. Her and Blueface started arguing because she was doing too much and she was trying to run shit. Y'all remember Blueface was trying to listen to music. She kept on trying to decide what song he was listening to, telling whatever nigga was in the front seat to turn the song off, telling Blueface to turn the song off. At one point, didn't she take Blue's phone and turn the music off? And then Blueface started to get annoyed with her. The car stops wherever they were at. I think at this point they were close to the restaurant. Her and Blueface continue to get into it. Blueface gets out the car because he don't want to be close to Chrisean no more. And Chrisean gets out the car trying to follow him around the car. And Blue is telling her he don't want to be nowhere close to her. And then they go in the restaurant and Chrisean follows him in the restaurant and she's sitting there trying to get back in his good graces, basically. This shit that Chrisean is talking about on this interview straight up did not happen at all. It's crazy that she can so just freely and egregiously lie. When not only did we see the fucking stream, the stream is still up on his page probably. I highly doubt Blueface would stream anything and not take it off his page. As serious about that as that nigga is about streams and views and whatnot. I highly doubt he would take it off. So it's probably still up on his page. The clips are still everywhere. I don't know why she's going through all this to create a new narrative when we could very easily see what actually happened, and most of us already have. But this is how much this bitch loves lying and trying to control narratives and shit like that. Even when the proof is in 4K, 5.1 surround sound Dolby Digital. We've already seen it. She's still willing to lie her ass off about it. Just sad and pathetic.
No, I don't want to stream no more. Like, it's over with. Like, I'm done for today. Like, whatever. I was already going home. I'm waiting for my black truck to go pick up my car. But it was like, that was the thing. Like, he just wanted to control the situation. Mm-hmm. And then when I put my foot down, it just didn't go his way. He just started lying. Like, that was him lying on me. Like,
did he really spend $10,000 on you yesterday, though?
Nobody wanted Burberry.
You see how she can never just answer a fucking question. Jason Lee asked a very simple question. Did he spend $10,000 on you yesterday? And instead of Chrisean saying yay or nay, nobody wanted Burberry. But let's rewind back a year ago when this bitch was homeless, busted, and disgusted, sleeping in a car. She would have been jumping at the chance to be seen in the Burberry store, have anything Burberry on her body. But now she want to act like she bigger than a program now. Nobody wanted Burberry. Nobody asked you that. He asked you, did that nigga spend $10,000 on you? Nobody wanted Burberry. Look, she still got the Burberry sneakers on. She still got the Burberry sneakers on, talking about nobody wanted Burberry. Okay, so why you got the sneakers on the next day? You couldn't find, and mind you, you could have found a pair of, well, we know Chrisean can't walk in heels, but she could have found her a nice little kitten heel, a little sandal, a little something to put on with this outfit. Bitch, you wore the Burberry tennis shoes that you claim you didn't want. And mind you, she had these sneakers on all day the next day too, because these are the same shoes she had on when she was outside fighting. So he bought her them Burberry shoes. She had them on the whole time she was out in LA. But she talking about nobody wanted Burberry. Clearly you did, Chrisean. Clearly you did. I can't believe her. Oh, nobody wanted Burberry. Chrisean, please. Chrisean, please. You know, in her mind, she was too excited to be seen at the Burberry store with Blueface and he paying for the shit. She couldn't wait to do that, especially so Nevaeh could see it. Chrisean, please. Please.
I like Burberry.
It was cool. It was nice. I was appreciative. Mm-hmm. But if it, what? He know. This is what he do. He try to spend money to bribe me to do something I don't want to do. Like stream for 24 hours. Mm-hmm. All right, if I do all this, even though she don't want to do it, and then he validating what he want, but don't want to, like, those are my boundaries though. I don't want to stream.
Mind you, she keeps talking about these boundaries and how she don't want to stream for 24 hours, but this is literally what they've been doing for the past, like 2-3 months now. Every weekend, Blueface and Chrisean are together. And true enough, the first few weekends they spent together, The only reason we knew they were together was because like a fan seen them outside or something like that. But besides that, y'all have been streaming every weekend, so now it's a problem. Now it's magically a problem. And then once again, the next day, all day, you wanted this man to spend time with you. You wanted to pull up to the stream so you could be seen on his stream. You wanted, not the stream, you wanted to pull up to the baby shower so you could be seen on his stream. Then you pulled up again at the, I won't say the after party, but I think it was Dean and AB's party or something like that that Blueface and Nevaeh went to after the baby shower. You pulled up there because you wanted to be seen again. You pulled up at the house before the baby shower because you wanted to be seen then. But somehow, not even 24 hours before that, you didn't want to be on stream with him, and you kept on, oh, turn the cameras off, put the cameras down. I hate these cameras, blah, blah, blah. Chrisean is full of shit. Let's get in. I think I got like 3 more clips, and then I'm going to get into the comments, and then we're probably going to get up out of here because I know y'all got to go to bed. I do too, you know. But
just under like a microscope.
No.
We are.
No,
People are watching everything.
It's not the microscope. It's what you all are doing that the microscope shows.
No.
Yes,
We're under a microscope
yes,
because everybody got the.
Yes,
it's a lot of people.
No, you want
to. A lot of people going through.
We can each other.
Look, it's a lot of people.
No,
you.
No.
I know.
I'm going stock.
No,
you
you're
clipping.
clipping.
No. Don't fall back. No.
You're clipping.
Yeah, hold on.
You're clipping.
Clip this, y'all. Nah.
let me stop Jason for a second. I think right here, Jason was trying to hide it, but low key at this point, he was starting to get irritated with Chrisean for real because she just kept saying stupid shit. Like Jason Lee asked her a question, very clear question. She's talking about, oh, we're under a microscope. It has nothing to do with being under a microscope. He's talking about your behavior. It has absolutely nothing to do with being famous or anything like that. Chrisean does not act like a normal person at all. It doesn't matter whether it's her, what's supposed to be her career, because she don't have a career to me. So what's supposed to be her career, whether it's being a mother, any type of significant other, a sister, any of that, Chrisean does not operate like a normal person. That bitch is a demon. So she trying to talk about it's because she's famous. No, it's because your behavior is not normal at all.
You're clipping.
Wait, no selling fees on Vinted? Yep, sell.
Go through stuff.
Wait,
I'm just famous.
You stay in
I'm
the
just
shit.
famous.
You are in the business. I am out
just
that
famous.
shit. No, I'm
just
famous too. I'm famous too, but I'm not in the shit. You
I get what
came
you're
in
saying.
here looking great. Purity. You're gorgeous. Body snatched. Your skin is better than it ever has been. That hair is pulled back into a pony, and that white thing you got on the back is great. You're cute.
Scratchy.
You're physically and even spiritually great. How you keep getting in the bullshit? That's the part I'm trying to understand. I'm talking to you now as a friend. How do you allow it to happen? So when I'm asking you, like, it's him.
I didn't say it's him. I said that's what's something I'm struggling with. I told you multiple times. You want me to keep repeating
But you
myself?
can't keep blaming the fame, and you can't keep blaming the audience.
I didn't blame the fame. I'm saying, like, I'm under a microscope.
Right.
People backslide. People go this way, go that way. We just don't care what they do because they just who they are.
Okay. So the fact, but if you don't care, and
it's not that I don't care. I do care. I'm very passionate.
Okay. But you just said you don't care. That's what I'm trying to understand. That's why these questions are here. It's not a gotcha.
I said we don't care what they do. People that we don't know.
Okay.
Whatever I'm going through, people are going through the same thing.
And so
we just don't.
And so
See, this is what I'm talking about. Nobody is going through the shit that Chrisean is. And I put this comment up here from Cass because Chrisean is not famous. Chrisean is an internet personality. She's not famous. When Chrisean leaves this earth, whatever, goes to jail, whatever happens to her, the legacy she's going to leave behind is nothing but bullshit. She's not famous. Chrisean has never even been on like cable TV before. YouTube and Zeus. That's all Chrisean has been on. YouTube and Zeus. That's it. So she's trying to sit up and act like she's so famous and everybody knows her and blah, blah, blah. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, you're not famous. And then once again, it's her behavior. The average person does not have murder allegations on them and multiple murder allegations. The average person is not being accused of waiting for their child to die. The average person is not being accused of abusing and neglecting their special needs disabled child. The average person is not being accused of smoking, drinking, popping pills and snorting coke while pregnant. You know what I'm saying? The average person is not accused of unaliving or having something to do with the unaliving of their ex-boyfriend. This is not normal stuff. And Chrisean tries to make it seem like it is, and she's trying to like water it down and make it seem like, you know, a lot of other people go through this shit too, but they're not famous, so nobody talks about it. No, Chrisean. You're a demon. That's why people talk about your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, before Blueface started going over the deep end like he is now, right? And Blueface was just known as like a womanizer, basically, right? Nobody really gave him hell about that because he was honest with these women, number one. And number two, Blueface is a rapper. Well, supposed to be a rapper. He's in the industry, all that shit. So when we see him like just rotating around between a bunch of women, it's almost like it's expected because all rappers do that. Well, most of them. There might be one or two that are faithful to their wives, girlfriends, whatever. I don't know of any, but it's expected for him, right? So now we see that the only reason Blueface is really, you know, catching any hell on the internet is because of how disrespectful he's becoming and how he's disowning his children and things like that. That's why Blueface is catching hell now. But before that, his behavior, there was nothing like completely out of pocket about it. Like we've never seen it before. Right? But Chrisean, she's trying to make it seem like everything she's being accused of is just normal shit. And it's not. It's not at all. Not even a little bit.
So then should we then just vacate any real emotional attachment to both of you and just watch you as a show and just and as entertainment? Because I try to show Chrisean the human being to people. That's what I like. I do the online stuff. I don't follow all your online stuff. I'll see a clip pop here and there, but I don't follow it because I know Chrisean rock. I don't call you a superstar online. I call you my friend, right?
Yeah.
So for you, I'm talking to Chrisean the human being.
Okay.
For you now, you're talking to me about Chrisean, the online personality that everybody's watching. And people online are just trying to figure out who you are, what this is. That's all. Okay.
It's a journey.
When do we all get off of it?
When you
The
stop
circus.
watching.
Stop watching. Okay.
Yeah.
So for those who have an issue with the circus, stop watching the circus. Stop buying the popcorn. Stop buying the tickets. But you're an unavoidable show because it's in our face every day. So it's just like people stop posting it. People stop following it. People just leave it alone if you want to. Or continue to watch it until it ends up where? Where's it going to end up? Somebody dead? Somebody what? Wrong about you.
Oh, just give me time.
I think I just lost the comment. Hold on, y'all. It was from Karen. Jason Lee is good at this game. I feel because like I said, I don't want to give Jason any gold stars because he's still, you know, he's still praising Chrisean when he shouldn't be. But at the same time, like I said, I can see how it seems like he was low-key trying to expose her for certain shit. You know? And so when he said, is somebody going to end up dead, basically, Chrisean, I think I cut it off, but Chrisean responds by saying, I'm going to be at the gym. I don't know how I cut that part out, but that was her response to Jason asking, is somebody going to end up dead? She said, I'm going to be at the gym. And now, hold on. Now that I'm thinking about it, right? Because we know Chrisean is absolutely planning to unalive Blueface. And if y'all don't know that, don't let none of this extra bullshit she got going on fool you. Chrisean is trying to get Blueface up out of here, just like she's trying to get Junior up out of here. Anyway, when she says she's gonna be at the gym, when Jason Lee says, "Is somebody gonna die?" or whatever it was he said, is that supposed? Chrisean tells on herself, so is that gonna be her alibi when something happens? Is that she was at the gym in Baltimore training for her fight? Now I'm side-eyeing her. You gotta pay attention to shit Chrisean says, because she be telling on herself all the time. I could just imagine her though. She go like something happened to Blueface, she go ahead and succeed in getting him up out of here, whatever the case may be, right? And she get on her stream and people in her stream just flooding her comments talking about how she unalived Blueface or she had him unalived, and Chrisean's stupid ass just gonna start shadowboxing. She gonna get up and start shadowboxing right in the fucking camera. I can't. We gotta remember this though, y'all. If something happens, or when it happens, I shouldn't say if something happens, when it happens. And who knows too, Blueface might end up, going back to jail actually. Because his behavior is getting more and more erratic. So, the system might get him before Chrisean do. Who knows? But we got to keep that one in our back pocket just in case. It might be nothing, she might just be talking out her ass as usual, but it really might be something too. But I'm definitely going to remember it.
Be patient with me. Like, don't count me out.
They may have wrong about you.
Oh, just give me time. Be patient with me. Like, don't count me out.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's counting you out.
No, they. Yeah.
Yes, we are, Jason. Chrisean, Jason said, "What do you think people should know about you? Or what do you want?" Whatever the case may, whatever he said, right? And Chrisean's response was, "Just be patient with me." It's been 6 damn years. And mind you, we're almost in the last quarter of 2026. So it's damn near been 7 years. And Chrisean has not improved at all. Nothing about her has improved. Her behavior, her mindset, her actions, nothing about this girl has improved. She can't even say that like she's moved on to bigger and better things. Because when she started out, when she first came to the industry, she was on Blue Girls Club. After she was on Blue Girls Club, she went to Now That's TV or something like that. And she did Baddies, I think it was Baddies South Central or something like that. And then immediately after that, it was Zeus. She's never been on any other network besides Zeus. And then she's just still doing these random YouTube interviews over and over again. She hasn't built a resume. She hasn't, bought a house. She still hasn't bought a car because that BMW supposedly ain't hers. And I remember when she first started driving the BMW, we were saying it was a rental. But I don't even know if it's a rental at this point because who the hell has a rental that long? But it might be, but y'all know she done tore the car up since she had it and everything. And it's an old BMW too. It's not even a new one. Chrisean don't have nothing to her name, just like she didn't have anything to her name when she first started out on the internet. Nothing has changed for her at all. Nothing has changed for her and she hasn't changed. So this whole be patient with me thing, I'm not understanding that. How much time do you need? Because to me, it seems like this is just who you are. A little evil bitch. You don't have it in you to finish anything. You don't have it in you to treat people right. You don't have any ounce of good in you. How long do you expect people to be patient with you? I don't understand that.
Don't get emotional because here come the tears. Here they come. We actually got this for you. This is we should just put your name on that. But why are you getting emotional now?
You asked a question.
Do you feel like people are counting you out?
No, they're rooting for me.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm not showing up how I should be.
Okay.
But they can see the growth.
We can't see shit, Chrisean. Don't nobody see no growth in you. Nobody sees no growth in you at all. You were slow when we met you, and you're still slow now. You're still doing the exact same stuff you were doing when we first met you. Because mind you, right? Chrisean pulled up to Nevaeh's baby shower. If y'all were around back in the day, y'all were around when Chrisean used to pull up to Blueface's house and break into the house all the time. Especially that old house that he used to have, the one that they filmed Blue Girls Club in. She used to pull up to that house and break in there all the time too. And she's still pulling up to houses talking about all she got to do is knock on the door. All she got to do is do this, that, and the third. Nothing about her has changed at all. At all. This is literally who she is. And she's sitting up she wants to cry and, oh, I don't think I'm showing up the way I should. And I want people to just be patient with me. She is full of shit. She's so full of shit.
They see it. They see the potential. Falling more in love into it.
Let me read a couple of y'all comments before we get into the Junior. The lies about Junior, because she knows she was dead ass wrong for saying this. And she couldn't even keep up with her own lies in this. She's not a child. I think she thinks she is, for real. Maybe one of her personalities is a child or something. Well, it is actually, now that I think about it. One of her personalities is a child. So, yeah, she probably thinks she's a child too. She's not famous at all. Not famous at all. You know, cuz if you're a famous person, you can just walk in anywhere and somebody is going to know you, right? Or multiple people are going to know you. Even when you see Chrisean out with Blueface, like streaming and shit like that, most of the time, them people that ask for autographs and pictures and stuff, they only want a picture with Blueface. They don't want no picture with Chrisean most of the time. Every once in a while, y'all see somebody ask for a picture with Chrisean, but most of the time they just want a picture with Blueface. And when Chrisean be out at these restaurants and on her stream by herself, like when she's doing IRL streams, it's not like everybody in the vicinity knows her. She might run into, like, say she goes to a restaurant or something, right? She might run into like a couple people that know her, and that's the end of it. Besides that, she's not getting treated like royalty or anything like that because she's not famous. She's just the internet personality. And most people are not fans of Chrisean. Most people that come into contact with Chrisean, most people that speak about Chrisean, they're not fans of her. She likes the attention, yeah, but nobody's fans of it, for real. If you think about it, Chrisean has an extremely small fan base, but she likes to play like it's bigger than what it is. She happy she lost weight. That's the only thing that's changed about her is that she's lost weight. That's it. Y'all remember she was getting pretty wide at one point, but that's the only thing that's changed about her at all. Besides that, nothing has changed about her. She's still dirty. She's still stinking. And that's the crazy part to me. Like, and I know Chrisean has always been dirty and had bad hygiene because even her sisters have came out and talked about her hygiene habits when she was younger. I might still have that screenshot actually of when Chastity was talking about how Chrisean used to get BV all the time and she wouldn't finish her medications and she had to show Chrisean how to wash herself and take care of her hygiene and all that shit. Like, Chrisean has been nasty. And if you watched Blue Girls Club, you remember how all them girls used to talk about how Blueface used to make Chrisean get in the shower, or he would have to tell her to go take a shower. She would go to the bathroom and she would leave period blood on the toilet and on the floor. she would leave her dirty panties laying around, and the panties had all kind of colors in them. Even when she was on Baddies, y'all remember Rolly? Didn't Rolly take a picture of her panties? And she said that the panties could get up and stand up on their own. And then that was how her and Carlissa started beefing, because Carlissa was talking about how Chrisean would leave her dirty panties up on the kitchen counter and they had thrush all in them. Like, Chrisean has had way too many allegations of being nasty, dirty, and funky for me. Way too many. And people still saying she funky. And we see it because she be running around with the same clothes on for 3 or 4 days at a time. And I don't know if she acts like, if she thinks nobody notices or she just don't care, but she be running around with the same clothes on for 3 or 4 days at a time. And then every time you call it out in a comment section or something, right? Here her fans come. Oh, you never heard of a washer and dryer? Bitch, Chrisean ain't been nowhere near no washer and dryer. And if she's as rich as y'all try to make her out to be, why does she have no other clothes to wear? Why does she wear an outfit and then have to immediately wash it and dry it and then put it back on? Even if she flies out somewhere and that's the only clothes she has, that's crazy on its own, because she knew she was going. So why don't she have no luggage? Why don't she bring any clothes or anything with her? But at the same time, if she's rich, she can literally pull up to any store and buy some outfits, buy some clothes. They even have it now to like Uber Eats. You can literally order stuff from like certain retailers off of Uber Eats. You can order shoes off of Uber Eats, clothes. I think you can order Bath and Body Works or something like that. You can order a lot of shit off of Uber Eats. Why would Chrisean ever wear an outfit, take it off, wash it, dry it, and then put it back on? No, that bitch just be wearing the same clothes for days at a time. And the funky allegations are not new. So why y'all are still running with these narratives talking about washers and dryers and shit? I don't understand it. I really don't. But we'll put on a face full of makeup. Absolutely. She gonna put on her casket sharp makeup. She gonna seal it with hairspray like she likes to do for whatever reason. I don't know who told her to do that dumb shit, but face be looking tight as hell afterwards. Chrisean be looking crazy when she does that. And I don't know why she felt so comfortable getting online and telling people that that's what she does either. But, you know, and only underwear. Look, wasn't she just up in the Burberry store? Was it the Burberry store? She went to the kids store too for Junior and had on blues draws, or she said they were blues draws, and a sports bra. And she was just walking around so comfortable. Like, she doesn't change after hours at the gym. She don't. And I noticed that too. Chrisean will go work out and be sweating and all kinds of shit, and she will still have the same clothes on the next day. Same sports bra, same shorts, because that's all she want to wear is a sports bra and some shorts. Every once in a while, she might throw a pair of leggings on. But she do not like to change her clothes or take showers. Let's go ahead and get into the lies about Junebug now, though.
I'm falling more in love into it. Yeah, I have support, family, and he's with me all the time. Mm-hmm. So that I always have a partner. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Unconditional love.
Yeah.
Are you seeing that differently than you've seen it from anybody else?
Yeah. He wakes up and yeah, I love him. Mm-hmm. He gave me purpose. Mm-hmm.
You know, well, one thing at Hollywood Unlocked we always do is make sure that we protect children, because I feel like the internet is such a reckless highway of hate, and I think attacking children who are kids is just despicable. When you see all the online hate that Junior gets, what do you think about that? What do you want to say to the people who oftentimes have no respect for kids?
Just because it's non-drowsy does not mean less effective. Children's Claritin is still...
I just focus on him. I just love him. Mm-hmm. And then just kind of like block out the noise. Mm-hmm. So
So my sister has had one of her kids. She has 3 kids. One of her kids, my nephew Amir. Hello. He just went to college, graduated high school. He was born with autism, and my sister had to really spend a lot of time helping him, and he's just blossomed into an amazing human being that I'm proud of. And now he's pursuing entertainment of all things, which I don't know why you want to get in this crazy business. We can both tell you about that. When you are helping your son, who obviously people have had concerns about, how do you plan for that? How do you embrace the opportunity to help him through whatever challenges he may have?
Well, he's just gonna outgrow all the things he's having. Like, he don't have no diagnosis or no illnesses. I just think he just need more time. And I'm on his time. He got therapy. I'm there for him. I'm praying.
Here's my thing, right? Because I had to rewind this back like 8 times when she first said it, because I couldn't believe what I was hearing. She's saying he's going to outgrow whatever's wrong with him. And then she says he doesn't have any diagnosis, but then she also says he's in therapy. How are you in therapy if you don't have a diagnosis? Absolutely nothing is wrong with you. They don't put kids in therapy for things that are just like, okay, like some kids go through this, some kids don't, but they grow out of it. They don't put kids in therapy for shit like that. You go to therapy when you need help with something, when there's something seriously wrong and you need extra help to correct it, things like that. It's not when you know, you're just a little behind and this is something that you're going to grow out of. Chrisean really set her lion ass up here and said he's gonna grow out of everything that's wrong with him. Junior isn't even close to operating normally for his age. Not even close. Like if we put like a loading bar up on the screen or something, and it was supposed like Junior's progress and where he's supposed to be for his age and his age range, right? Junior would be like at a 1%. And she's saying that he's going to grow out of it. Nothing's wrong with him. All that. Chrisean is a fucking liar. And mind you, if she didn't want to answer this question, she literally could have just said she didn't want to answer it, because she's done interviews before where she said that she don't want to answer any questions about Junior. But to sit up and say that he's going to outgrow everything that's wrong with him, Junior clearly has some sort of visual impairment. And from my understanding, he's not completely blind. Like he can see shapes and colors and shit. And you can kind of see that when Junior plays. Like when he's just I seen some comments saying that Junior was playing with Ronnie's ghost. But anyway, you can see like when Chrisean has Junior on the ground and he's just like by himself, or he's laying in the bed and he's just like rolling around and stuff like that. You can tell that he probably has like, he can probably see like some figures or something like that, right? Like I don't think it's just completely dark for him. But at the same time, the amount of times that we see Junior just staring into space and his eyes wandering off and stuff like that, you don't outgrow visual problems. You don't. Anybody that has any type of visual issue, I don't care if you just got to wear glasses when you're reading, or you only have to wear glasses when you're driving or something like that, it doesn't get better, it gets worse. As you get older, it gets worse. You know, like I used to have to wear glasses sometimes, you know, and now I got to wear them every day, either glasses or contacts. And that came with age, with time. I didn't outgrow having an acute vision problem from when I was a kid. That's not how that works. Junior can't walk. And I think I talked about this in another video, but Junior not walking is just not, it's not simply attributed to the fact that his feet are clubbed, which also, once again, he's not going to grow out of his feet being clubbed. Junior's feet are literally turned in and flipped over. When Chrisean stands Junior up, he's literally standing on his ankles. He's not standing on his feet. And then she shoves these clubbed feet into shoes. And Junior looks like he's mortified when she does that. Like, you can see that he's actually in pain when she does that. Junior can barely, I think I saw a video the other day where he was finally holding his own bottle at 3 years old. There's not a single milestone really that this boy has met. Except for the fact that he can hold his bottle now and he can hold his head up. He can sit up by himself now. Can Junior even sit up by himself now? Hold on, I'm trying to think. Like, sit completely on his butt and sit up by himself for real. I guess he can if he can be on the floor doing the leapfrog thing or whatever. And he can pull himself up to stand on his ankles in a playpen. I guess he can sit up by himself completely now. But that's it. Besides that, he still can't talk, nothing. He's not growing out of none of this stuff. He leans forward. That's what I was thinking. I don't think I've seen him just completely just sitting up still, like in full control of his body. I don't think I've seen that yet. He can sit up for a few seconds and he flops down again. That's what I was thinking. I don't think I've seen him just straight up sitting up by himself with no support at all. And somehow Chrisean thinks he's gonna grow out of all this. When? If it hasn't happened yet, when? Because Junior, if he's turning 3 this year, he should at least be, I don't know if I guess we're talking about Baltimore. So I don't know if Baltimore has like a pre-K program or anything like that. But if they do, Junior should be starting that next year, which means he should be talking. He should be potty trained. He should be eating solid foods. He should be interacting with other children. He should be able to play with toys. He should be able to do all kinds of things, and he can't do anything at all. And she's gonna sit her big silly ass up on this couch and say that he's gonna grow out of it. And mind you, people are still fans of this. Like, I don't understand. I really don't. Once again, if she didn't want to answer no questions about Junior, she could have just said, I don't want to answer any questions about him. But to say that he's gonna grow out of all this shit. And then to go take it a step further and say that he doesn't have a diagnosis, but he is in therapy. He's not in therapy. Chrisean, for people that think Chrisean actually has Junior in therapy, when do you think she has time to take him to therapy? Because with somebody with as many problems as Junior has, Chrisean's whole day would be dedicated to nothing but therapies for Juniors, therapies, doctor's appointments, all that. That's what Chrisean's whole day would be dedicated to. Instead, Chrisean be waking up at damn near noon. She likes to lie and talk about she get up super early so she can go work out. How often do y'all see Chrisean out at 4 o'clock in the morning working out? Usually you don't see her in the gym until sometime around noon or later. Her whole day don't even revolve around this boxing shit the way she says it does, but she don't be doing nothing with Junior either. She wouldn't even be able to do boxing and train for boxing and everything else if Junior were actually in therapy. Because that would take up every single bit of her time, basically. Chrisean, it just, and mind you, like I said, I've rewound this back like 8 times and watched this clip so many times, but it's just baffling to me, like how easy it is for you to lie about some shit like that. Oh, he's gonna grow out of it. Like, she really thinks everybody is just as stupid as her. Oh, he's gonna grow out of it. No, he's not, and you know he's not. So why even say it?
Over him, and I don't accept the things that people put on him. So,
And shouldn't people allow him and you the privacy to care for him and help him grow through those things with respect and privacy?
yeah,
Yeah.
but if they don't, I don't care.
So when you say you don't care, but you just had a whole leak of tears coming out your eyes a second ago, you do care about some stuff.
Oh no, I'm passionate.
Okay.
You asked a certain question.
Yeah.
That question was actually sweet.
Yeah. Well, you're a sweet person.
You said, "Oh, what do you think? What do you want to say to the people, or what do you think?" And it had me like really think. So that's what I got.
Would you be surprised that people? I mean, would people be surprised that you are so sweet and like you are such a like?
See, this is why I said I couldn't give Jason a gold star. He's talking about, oh, will people be surprised that you are sweet? This bitch is not sweet at all. At all. And Jason should be ashamed of himself because isn't he a politician now? Why not have CPS and the police waiting for her to do the right thing for once? That's true. That's true, because even as a politician, why would you ever be interviewing Chrisean Rock of all people, and especially not, you're showing your allegiance towards her. So basically, you're supporting all the fuckery that she does, and you're a politician. Even if he didn't want to, because clearly Jason don't care about calling the police on her or anything like that. I don't think he does, because he should have been one of the main people that called when Junior's issues first started really showing. Because a lot of people, I still remember the day Junior was born, and the 2 or 3 days afterwards. And a lot of people, when Junior was born, they were saying that something was wrong with him just by the way he looked. And me personally, when I looked at him, I didn't really have too much to say about it, because to me, Chrisean is funny looking. And I know a lot of people, they're like, oh my God, Chrisean is so pretty. Chrisean is funny looking to me. She always has been. From the moment I first seen her, there's just something about her face that's off to me. I seen somebody say one time it's like her head is smaller than it's supposed to be. But to me, it's something that's like the structure of her face. I don't know what it is. I think it's because Chrisean kind of looks like Beavis and Butthead from not like her actual facial features, but it's like the top of her head from like her forehead to her eyes is completely flat, but it's like pushed back. And then like her cheeks, nose, jaw, all that, like it protrudes out further than it's supposed to or something. Let me see if I can. This ain't a good angle to show y'all. It got to be like from the side. Like, so that video, that stream where her and Blue were in the hot tub. Actually, let me see if I gotta. I don't think I do, but let me see if I still got a picture. Hold, please. Let me see. I really be making the craziest thumbnails. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking back at some of this shit like, did I actually make this? This is crazy. I guess ChatGPT did it, but still, I posted it. Here it is. Perfect. Hold on, y'all. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Like it's giving Beavis and Butthead from the side for real. And I don't know if it's just because of the way her hair is or what, but it's just something about Chrisean's top that is throwing me completely off. I don't know what it is. I just not a Pell's wig. She do, don't she? Like it's just something about her head is off. want to go to Disneyland. Hold on. We didn't even take a commercial break today. Let me play it for y'all. Hold on. Where are we at?
You know what I mean? Yeah. What the fuck? It's like a remedial baby. Oh, yeah. It's like a slow ass baby. You know what I'm saying? You talking to a dumb ass kid in class, nigga. Bitch, I said red nose or blue nose.
You a red nose or a blue nose?
Blue nose. If a dumpster could talk, blue nose. Blue nose.
Are we going to Michael Jackson's house tomorrow?
Yeah.
You gonna water the giraffes and all that?
I thought they got the people for that. They got the people for that. I wonder what this nigga is thinking right here. Cause I be like, yo, he talking to her like she just a special ed 5-year-old. Look, you wanna go to Disneyland? Yeah, bro, yeah. No, for real, you wanna go to Disneyland? No, stop. I won't go to Disneyland.
Chrisean do like she just looked thrown off. Like y'all can't tell me if y'all walked up. Say Chrisean wasn't known at all. Like she had no type of internet presence or anything like that, right? If y'all just walked up to Chrisean and she was looking like this, y'all wouldn't think that she was thrown off. Like something, the cake wasn't all the way baked, something like that. Y'all wouldn't think that. Something is wrong with this bitch. And then she has the nerve. She really has the nerve to be on all kind of narcotics and everything else. And something's wrong with her already. You know what I'm saying? Like the cake still, it's like batter in the middle. You know? Straight batter. You know, sometimes you don't cook a cake long enough and you put the toothpick in it when it comes out and it just got like a few little crumbs on it. So you got to put it back in for, you know, maybe like a minute or so. Chrisean, you put a toothpick in her cake and it's just going to come out with nothing but cake mix on it. Not even close to being done. You know what I'm saying? Like there's something really wrong with this hoe. There is. And I know a lot of people like to be in denial about it. But you know, something's wrong with your girl. There is. And I seen somebody say she was sitting up here with draws on her head. I don't know if this is draws or one of them, you know, them prayer cloths that Tessa gave her and she be putting them over her head when she prays. This might be underwear though. I don't know. You know, Chrisean, she don't care what she do. Y'all remember the day Blueface showed Junior's hernia and Chrisean, she was asleep, but then she woke up later and when she got on live and she did her little performance where she was crying and shit, acting like she was so worried about Junior, and she had a pair of fucking leggings on her head. Like it was a headscarf or something. Chrisean do not care. She will put anything on her head. I wouldn't be surprised at all if this actually was underwear on her head. That's what happens when you keep opening the oven and slam the door. I agree. Okay, nobody should be around Chrisean for real, especially like these people in the industry. Now they see how I guess they see how Chrisean and Blueface both act, but for Chrisean, for the most part, because she's a repeat offender. Every time somebody gives this hoe a lifeline, she ends up trying to go up on them. Or she ends up trying to like spin some false narrative that somebody did something to her or disrespected her, played with her some kind of way. And 9 times out of 10, it was her that was doing somebody else dirty or moving weird, being disrespectful, disrespecting their space, their property, everything else. Chrisean will walk up in a room and tear something up in a heartbeat and then try to act like it didn't happen. Like even the whole Kai Cenat thing, like a few months ago, I don't even think it was a few months ago. It was probably sometime last year when he was doing the stream with Ty Lil, and Ty Lil asked him like what guest made him the most mad or whatever, and he said Chrisean. Every time I see that clip, when I go through the comments, there's still rocktards in there defending Chrisean and acting like wasn't mad at her or anything like that. He's literally saying that she was the one that pissed him off the most, and they try to act like it didn't happen. You know, anywhere she goes, it's an issue. And she always plays victim. Absolutely always has to play victim. It wouldn't be Chrisean if she didn't play victim. 9 times out of 10, she is the perpetrator, but she loves to try to spin the narrative to try to make herself the victim. I'm surprised. Y'all know after she pulled up at the house for Nevaeh, tried to ruin Nevaeh's baby shower, all that, right? And then the next day she goes home and she gets online and she's doing her stream where she's just watching Blueface and Nevaeh stream, proudly watching it too, right? People ate her up for that. People ate Chrisean the fuck up for just sitting in a room watching Blueface and Nevaeh and their new baby. And then the next day she was strangely quiet. I'm surprised that she didn't try to, after she's seen all the comments of people eating her up and all that stuff, I'm surprised she didn't get online and try to spin some kind of narrative to try to make it seem like she's some kind of victim to Nevaeh or something. Because that's the type of shit she does. Chrisean goes out of her way to be a fucking weirdo. And then when she sees that the comments aren't on her side, she tries to spin a new narrative to make herself the victim. She just couldn't do it at all in this space because she took it too far. And she was extremely weird and obsessed. And everybody's seen her for who she is. And so she couldn't spin no victim narrative, basically. All she can get up online and say is, oh, if I wanted Blueface, I could have him back, blah, blah, blah. No, that's not how that works. Because if it was, you would be in the house right now. Just like people keep on trying to run this narrative that, Nevaeh, what is it? Blueface wants Nevaeh out the house, but she won't leave. Blueface will literally just put her out. You know what I'm saying? Like Blueface has put Chrisean out the house. He has put Jaden out the house. If Blueface wanted Nevaeh to truly leave, he would just put her out the house. You know what I'm saying? And Chrisean I feel like she tried to work that narrative out in her head too, that Blueface really wants her out the house so she can move back in. Extremely delusional. Extremely, extremely delusional. Poe Jr., she not gonna plan his birthday party till the night before. Junior might just get a little he might just get a little table at McDonald's or something. I don't know. Do McDonald's do they still let people do birthday parties? She might just I can see Chrisean right now just taking little Junior to oh, I just thought of something. What if Chrisean planned a birthday party for Junior or took Junior to like Sky Zone or something like that for his party? Chrisean is that evil that she will literally take her special needs disabled son. She would plan a birthday party for him at a trampoline park just to be spiteful, not only just be spiteful towards him, but for content, because she know that people will lose their minds behind that. Chrisean knows she would be able to break the internet if she took Junior to a trampoline park for his birthday. Because people would have an absolute field day with her. But that's the type of bitch she is. She would do something like that. She would do something like that. And you're right, she has tried to drown him. She's tried to drown him. And even, I just thought about it, but like the trampoline park thing, right? If y'all remember, I want to say it was probably like a month or so after she got out of jail, because this was when she was still in Oklahoma. She was hanging out with a pastor and his wife and their kids. and Junior couldn't play with anybody because this was back before Junior could really, really do anything for real. She really couldn't do anything. And they were at a trampoline park and Chrisean was jumping at one point, but she had to hold Junior and jump at the same time. And Junior was just kind of flopping around in her arms, basically. And the pastor's daughter, we ended up finding out that the pastor's daughter was only like 2 months older than Junior. And she was out running around, jumping on shit, having a ball. But Chrisean just had to hold Junior the whole time. And I'm pretty sure he was drugged up because they went on a train ride. After they left the trampoline park, they went on like a train ride at like a pumpkin patch or something like that. And Junior was slumped over in her arms while she was holding him. And people were, and it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Of course, CPS calls were made and everything because people wanted to know what the fuck was going on with Junior and why it was that he was on a train ride and there's all these kids running around and there's just so much like stimuli around him and he's just flopped over in Chrisean's arms while he's on this train. You know what I'm saying? Like I would not be, it would not surprise me at all if we seen Junior's party at a trampoline park. It really wouldn't. It really would not at all. At all. Nevaeh is literally making it hard for others because she takes a lot of his BS, like a lot of it. Most people by now would have That's what I'm saying. I think Nevaeh, when it's time, I think Nevaeh is loading up right now. I think Nevaeh is gonna whoop Chrisean's ass. Shit, she might even whoop Blue's ass for real. I think Nevaeh is gonna whoop Jaden's ass. I think a lot is gonna go on. We just gotta wait for Nevaeh to heal. And if y'all follow me on Twitter, I said I want Nevaeh to whoop Jaden's ass first. Cause you know she could. I don't think Jaden can fight. I don't at all. At all. And I'll be real, like when she was on Baddies, a lot of people say that she got beat up by Biggie. From what I've seen, I wouldn't say that she necessarily got beat up, but she also didn't do anything. Like she fell down and that's it. But she didn't whoop nobody's asses. As big as Jaden talks, she didn't do shit. And we've seen Jaden fight in the club a couple times, and I'm never impressed. I'm never impressed. Jaden be throwing. Y'all remember Scooby-Doo's, was it his nephew or his son, Scrappy Doo? That's who Jaden reminds me of. Like she really don't be doing nothing, all bark but no bite. You know what I'm saying? And I think Nevaeh will whoop her ass, and I think that she would turn around and do it to Chrisean too. And that's what I'm waiting on. That's what I want to see. Especially Jaden, because Jaden be doing, to me, Jaden just be doing too much for somebody that you've went through literally every single thing Nevaeh has went through plus more. But then you try to get up on the internet and pop it like you're just too smart to ever be in that position or anything like that when you've had 2 kids by this nigga and you've wasted your whole entire life on him so far. What they were together for what, 13, 14 years? Or I won't even say together. She's been following him around. They've been dating, whatever the case may be, for 13, 14 years. And you gave him 2 kids and you think you're better than somebody? Jaden just be popping it a little bit too much for me. I want Nevaeh to put hands on her. I sure do. I don't care how nobody feels about it. If you a Jaden fan in the chat, oh well, I want your fave to get her ass whooped. She needs it. I don't care about whatever's going on with her and Blueface. That don't have nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I want Nevaeh to whoop Jaden's ass just off the strength. She be popping it way too much. Way too much. Jaden was on Baddies saying on Schoolyard. Like she was hard. I was rewatching a reunion and she dead ass looked like Stewie. Yeah, and that's my thing. Jaden be trying to act like she's a gang member or something. And the only way she's affiliated to anybody's gang is through Blueface, and Blueface is a fake Crip. Him and Jaden both are fucking goofy. Both of them are goofy as hell. Damn, when I started talking about Jaden, I lost like 30 viewers. Y'all be so mad when I talk about Jaden. Oh my God. They got right up on out of here. Oh my God. Aren't they from Santa Clarita? They are. They are. And Blueface was never in no gang for real. Never in no gang for real. That man got a scholarship and went to college and then dropped out. Was supposed to be playing football and dropped out so he could become a rapper. And then he's so green, he don't know what's going on. And then he got his clout chasing ass mama. Whack 100 pulled up on them. Hit him with this bullshit 360 deal. Now he's in this bullshit contract for the next however long. And he thinks this is a life to live. And him and Jaden acting like he just lived this hard life and he's just this hardcore gangbanger and blah, blah, blah. No, he's not. He's not, and Jaden ain't hard at all. If y'all pay attention to Jaden when she be in her lives, or in her streams or whatever, and she really be like, she really start going with what she says, right? Jaden looks like she's trying. And it almost looks like she's trying to convince herself sometimes, because don't nobody else be convinced except for her fans. I be looking at Jaden like, can you just shut the fuck up for real? Because you ain't even on that for real. You are not on that. You are not hard like that. You are not about that life. Just go ahead and be quiet. And then Jaden putting her hands on her mama and shit. I don't know what's up with these people in the circus and putting their hands on their mama. That's why I say Jaden is not better than nobody else in the circus. She's not. Chrisean didn't put her hands on her mama. Chastity didn't put her hands on Charla. China didn't put her hands on Charla. I don't know who else in the family, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was more than that didn't put their hands on Charla. Tessa probably has too. Tareen probably has too. Blueface and made Chrisean put her hands on him. And actually, Blueface put his hands on his mama and his sister before Chrisean even did it. Jaden and her sister and beat they mama. All these people are weird. That's why I'm saying, like, when Jaden gets online and she starts popping about who's better than who and blah, blah, blah. No, Jaden is the same as everybody else. I don't care if she looks cleaner, she got a cleaner house, she got a newer house, whatever the case may be. Jaden be on the exact same type of time as everybody else in the circus. Even Jaden talking about people popping pills and shit. Jaden was just high off pills a few weeks ago on her stream. I didn't forget Jaden at all. You was standing up there with that hoodie on, making all kind of erratic movements, jaw just a rock and everything else. And you talking about because it was because you were on your period. No, bitch, you were high. I know a tweaker when I see one. You were acting like a tweaker. Every single movement you made was that of a tweaker. So you can't really call out Blueface and Chrisean for being pill heads, whatever the case may be, when you be on the same shit. They might be doing some other drugs that you don't involve yourself in, but you too be tweaking. So, you know what I'm saying? Jaden ain't no better than nobody at all. Just because she didn't fry her kids in the womb and all that shit. Besides that, Jaden still be on the same shit. Okay, she cleaned her house. Okay, she cooked dinner and breakfast and stuff like that. Cool. But you still be on the same shit. Damn, views just falling. They can't stand when I talk about Jaden. Oh my God. You know what's crazy is at least they're leaving in peace though. I'll say that at least they're leaving in peace. At least they're not in here cutting up like Chrisean's fans. At least they're just leaving quietly. I respect it. I respect it. You stayed a long time, but as soon as I started talking about Jaden, just views just dipped. Where's this comment at? How does Jaden have fans? You know what? I don't think Jaden has genuine fans. If I'm being honest, I don't think she does. I don't think she has genuine fans. To me, it seems like the only reason people are fans of Jaden or they act like they're fans of her is because they don't like Chrisean. So they pick a side. That's like so many of us, right, that are in this chat. We don't have favorites. You know, we just call people whatever's going on in the circus, we just call it for what it is. We're not picking nobody's side. We're not talking about no team Jaden, team Chrisean, all that shit, right? But when it comes to Jaden, most of the time when you say something about Jaden, the conversation won't be about Chrisean, Nevaeh, anything. You can say Jaden is always drunk, right? And here one of Jaden's fans come, oh, well, at least she didn't drink while she was pregnant. Nobody said shit about Chrisean. We're talking about Jaden being an alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? It seems like they just want to defend Jaden because they don't like Chrisean. That's it. That's it. That's why every time you bring up, if you're ever in a comment section and you like say some true shit about Jaden, the first thing they're going to do is bring up Chrisean. That's the first thing they're going to do. And they be looking stuck too when you tell them that you don't give a fuck about Chrisean. When you tell them you don't give a fuck about Chrisean, or when they try to bring Nevaeh up and you don't sit up and try to cape for Nevaeh either, and you acknowledge where the other person that they're talking about is wrong, they be completely stuck. They don't have shit to say after that. Because that's the only reason that they're truly fans of Jaden, is because out of the two, like if you just put Jaden and Chrisean next to each other, they're going to go with Jaden. That's the one that has a clean house and she records herself cooking dinner and shit like that. They're going to go with her. That's the only reason why, is because they're not fans of Chrisean and they feel like they have to choose a side. That's it. Besides that, there's nothing to be fans of about Jaden. Jaden sits up and she cosplays black women, even though she don't really like black women like that. I think it was Nature. When we were talking about how Jaden got mad because Blueface said that he liked ebony porn and she flipped out about it because she just couldn't fathom that a black man would like ebony porn. That Jaden does shit like that. And why would you ever flip out about a black man saying that he likes ebony porn if you truly liked black women? You know what I'm saying? Jaden is not a person to really be a fan of, for real. She's not. She made Barbie was 3 years ago. She hasn't put out a hit song since, anything close to even being a hit. Every single piece of her music is about nothing but just like Barbie-ish type shit, basically. Like childish shit. Like, oh, this nigga that, this nigga this, I got this on, I'm shaped like this, blah, blah, blah. It's corny. Nobody's fans of that, for real. Just like Chrisean's fan base. Chrisean's fan base, they're only fans of her because they see themselves in her. Her old ass fan base, they see their younger selves in Chrisean, running around they fall in love with somebody else's man. Well, Blueface is everybody's man, but y'all get where I'm going. They fall in love with somebody else's man. They do whatever they can, be the biggest pick-me of all time. Anything the man wants, they're willing to do it. All that, just fighting hard to be the only one, and that man never makes her the only one. And so they want to see Chrisean win. That's basically what it is. Chrisean's fan base, they were the Jezebels back in their day. And then Jaden's fan base, they're the the baby mama, the in-house baby mamas, the wives, the fiancés, the girlfriends, all that shit, right? The ones that are getting cheated on, but then saying, "Oh, as long as he knows where home is." That's Jaden's fan base. So Jaden's fan base is the in-house woman. They don't have to have a ring or anything as long as they live in the house with the nigga and the nigga comes home. It don't matter if he don't come home for 3 days. He finally came home. That's Jaden's fan base. And then Chrisean's fan base is the one that can never get their own man. And they always got to sleep with somebody else's man. That's literally those two fan bases. That's it. That's all. Neither one of them have genuine fans. Just like people wonder what it is for like that gets Chrisean a fan base. That's what it is. They see themselves in her. Jaden is the same way. There's nothing about Jaden that anybody should truly be a fan of, not to the point where they're paying her money just to ask her questions. Jaden, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing about Jaden where anybody should be paying her money to ask her questions. About what? Jaden can't give nobody no life advice. I would never take no type of parenting advice from Jaden. Because a lot of people like to say, "Oh, Jaden's such a good mom, blah, blah, blah." She might be the best one in the circus, but that's about it. Anywhere outside of the circus, nobody's thinking about Jaden at all. That's the only reason why Jaden gets praised like that, because we see Chrisean poisoned her child the whole time he was in the womb, and then she just drags him around, still abusing and neglecting him. And then people don't like the way Nevaeh parents Superior, which I'm not gonna lie, there's certain things that I don't really like that Nevaeh does with Superior, but that's not my child. You know what I'm saying? But people look at Chrisean and Nevaeh and they say that they're bad moms. And since Jaden, for whatever reason, Jaden's not doing the exact same thing as them, they say Jaden is the best mom. But then we talk about the other day, like how Jaden was in the pool cussing Javon out, calling him all types of names. Journey's 3 years, was 3 years old at the time. Jaden is drunk as hell, splashing her, coming dangerously close to hitting her in the face, and called her a bitch. A 3-year-old, your 3-year-old daughter, you're going to call her a bitch. And this is around, like, literally in the same stream that you get mad at your 9-year-old son, cuss him out, call him everything but a child of God, basically. And he really didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing at all to deserve that. But then people are being like, "Oh, Jaden's such a good mom, blah, blah, blah." Jaden got her faults too. And then that bitch always drunk all the time. What? Let me go ahead and, Coco, yeah, Jaden be doing some shit too. Jaden is not a perfect angel the way her fans like to portray her. She be treating her kids crazy too. I don't know why anybody tries to act. People try to put that good mom label on Jaden because they see her cooking and cleaning and because she throws the kids' birthday parties. But don't nobody talk about how she's drunk around her kids all the time. Don't nobody talk about how she be verbally abusing her kids. Because if I were to go pull that clip up of how she was talking to, especially how she was talking to Javon, that's not a good mom. You don't say no shit like that to your son. Like, they all have their faults, I agree, but Nevaeh seems more able to learn and change and do better, in my opinion. I think so too. I think Nevaeh, because here's the thing, if you have kids, nobody's a perfect parent. Like when they say there's no like handbook or rule or whatever to parenting, that's true. You're going to make mistakes and you're going to have to learn as you go. Right. So I don't like to act like Nevaeh can't change or anything like that. And I wouldn't even act like that would like about Jaden if it was like if we were seeing something different, Jaden has been an alcoholic for a long time. She's been talking to Javon crazy for a long time. And I get it, like, Jaden is most definitely seems like she's the one that actually provides discipline. I have no issue with discipline whatsoever. But there's a huge difference between disciplining your child and when you're just straight up talking to them crazy. Like when you start talking to your child, your 9-year-old son, like he's some random nigga off the street, and you're calling your 3-year-old daughter a bitch because she splashed you in the pool. Your 3-year-old daughter splashed you in the pool and you decide to call her a bitch. And you just drunk and sloppy. What if Nevaeh was to do some shit like that, people will have a field day with it. Because even now, like when Blueface pisses Nevaeh off or something like that, and then Superior come in the room crying and whining or whatever, people be all in the comments, I hate how she talks to Superior just because she's mad at Blueface. But when Jaden do it, don't none of her fans want to say nothing about it. Because wasn't it was literally Javon that was on stream with Blueface, and he straight up told Blueface, mom's not happy unless you're here. And I believe that, because even now, Jaden still, every stream that I see, once again, I don't watch Jaden streams, I just watch the clips. But it seems like every clip that I see of Jaden, it's just of her talking about Blueface, or she's talking about Nevaeh. I know people aren't going to believe it, but to me, it just seems like Jaden is still pressed about Blueface, and it seems like she really want to go back to the circus for real. Because I can't remember, like, back before I got married, any dude that I was in a relationship with, I don't care how deep in we were. Once I was done with them, I was done with them. And I was very quick. If somebody came up and asked me about some dude I just broke up with, I would say in a heartbeat, I don't know that nigga. I do not know him. Jaden will sit up and talk about Blue every single stream. I'm serious, y'all. I will tell somebody in a heartbeat, I don't know that man. I do not know him at all. And Jaden just, it's had to have been at least over 2 months now. Or right at 2 months, something like that. Every single stream Jaden does, she has to mention Blueface in some way. I don't even think Blueface mentions her that much anymore. I might be wrong, because like I said, I don't watch these people whole streams. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But to me, like the clips that I've seen, Blue don't just be sitting up talking about Jaden like that no more. At one point he was. At one point, every single stream he had to say something about Jaden. I haven't been seeing that lately. You know, he might say something about Jaden and then, you know, skip a couple streams and then say something about Jaden again. But after that, that's it. Jaden every single stream. Because Jaden is boring otherwise. I believe so too. Because I don't even, when people get their streams clipped, right? Welcome in, Anita. When people get their streams clipped, right? Usually the clippers are clipping out the interesting parts, the funny parts, everything like that. It don't matter what clip page it is. It does not matter what clip page it is. The only clips I ever see of Jaden's live, it's of her talking about Blueface. That's it. It's either something related to Blueface, back when Kai, and now I guess Kai and the whole Yaya thing, but that's about it. Besides that, nobody ever clips anything about Jaden's stream unless it pertains to Blueface. And it like I said, it don't matter what clip page it is. Jaden just seems boring to me. I couldn't imagine that she would be talking about too much anything. And I see her little flyers for her stream sometimes, or she'll be talking about the little games that she plays. It seems very childish, very high school, very juvenile to me. It really does. It really does. It's like Jaden and all her fans, they're stuck in like a 15-year-old's mindset or something. Rila is so annoying. Sorry, I don't know. You know what? I said the same thing. And the reason I know why Rila is so annoying to me, it's because she's fighting hard to get into the circus and she doesn't need to be in the circus. And I think we talked about it before how most of the time, rejection is protection. It really is. And Blueface is not trying to let Rila into the circus. He don't want nothing to do with her. Blueface is straight up treating Nevaeh like shit. He's treating Superior crazy. He done disowned his first two kids. Still treating Jaden like shit. Why the fuck would you want to be a part of that? That's what you're signing up for. And then you're signing up for Carlissa just acting like you're her property or something like that. Exactly how she's doing with Jaden right now. So if these people were not trying to let you into the circus and you had to go link up with Carlissa of all people to even get close to it, that should be a red flag in your mind. And instead of it being a red flag and, something in your mind saying, hey, I need to protect myself and my child, you just choose to stay with it anyway and keep going. That's annoying to me. I can't. And she'd be all in the camera acting like she's like this is a baby made out of love or something like that. I can't stand Rila. I can't. I don't care. I cannot stand that girl. If you're Blueface's baby mama, cool. When you have the baby, get your DNA test. If it's going to make you feel better to get child support, take him to court for child support and just leave it there. But all this extra shit you're doing on the internet to try to get views or clout, whatever you're trying to do, trying to push your way into the circus when they're making it obvious that they don't want you up in there, it gets to a point. It really does. This one. I hate when people say he's good with kids. Same. Because Blueface is not good with kids at all. Blueface is weird with kids. He's creepy with kids. And then the fact that he's willing to disown his own kids and Blueface literally said, not only did he basically say, fuck your kids, he said that he don't care if the kids have abandonment issues. Those are his kids. So him just not fucking with his kids no more, that don't mean nothing to him. Like, he don't care about how they feel about it, especially Javon. And that's so sad and heartbreaking because Javon had to have been just waiting impatiently for him to come home from prison. And then his dad gets home from prison, right? He don't spend a huge amount of time with him or anything like that. His dad is still outside running around between multiple different women. His dad takes him to school. Cool. But then after that, the only time he sees him is once a week or once every 2 weeks or so. Blueface comes and picks him up. He takes him to Walmart or Target and then takes him to McDonald's or King of Crabs or whatever. Is it King of Crabs? Is that the name of the restaurant? Whatever the case it is. They go to his restaurant or something like that, and then they go to the park and that's it. Which, while I'm on that topic, right? When Blueface went on his little tangent and he was talking about how he's okay with just dropping, not being a part of his kid's life anymore, right? He said that he had a problem with Jaden telling him that he can only pick the kids up and take them to the park or something like that. But that's all he's been doing. That's all he's been doing. He hasn't been taking the kids and the kids spending days at his house with him. He hasn't been taking the kids and they go on some kind of weekend vacation or they go to different theme parks and stuff like that. He hasn't been doing that. Literally all Blueface does is take them kids to Walmart or Target, whichever one he's feeling like that day. And then they go to a fast food restaurant, and then they may or may not go to the park, and then they go back home, and that's it. So how are you going to get mad at Jaden and say, oh, well, you don't get to dictate where I take my kids and how long I have them and blah, blah, blah? To me, right, And I know a lot of y'all, once again, y'all just think I'm a Jaden hater, but if she's right, she's right, right? There's nothing wrong with Jaden saying that she don't want her kids just doing anything with you, Blueface. Because Blueface will fuck around and take the kids. He will fuck around and take the kids and Chrisean pop up. And as a matter of fact, we know that to be true because that's what happened when he first got out of prison. Jaden thought she was just sending the kids with Blueface so they could have a day at the arcade or whatever, and turn around Chrisean's stupid ass up in there with him, trying to touch Journey and everything else. Jaden is not wrong for not wanting her kids to just be out and about with Blueface by themselves or anything like that, because Blueface is a reckless ass individual. And at the same time, the stuff that he's saying that she wants him to do with the kids, that's the shit that you were already doing. So what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not making sense to me. Mm-mm-mm. Let me see. Let me get into y'all. Tiffany, thank you for the 10 jewels. Blanco, thank you for the 100. Black Orchid, thank you for the 45 jewels. Chris Cooks, thank you for the 5 jewels. Spoiler alert, thank you for the 2 jewels. Carabella, thank you for the 10. Black Orchid, thank you for the 5. Ange DC4L, thank you for the 2. Blanco, thank you for the 20. Oh, thank you for the 10. Danielle, thank you for the 10. Danielle, thank you for the 199 super chat. Hit that like for Whoopi. Make sure y'all hit the like before y'all leave too. Cass and Natty Red, thank you for the memberships. I did forget to tell y'all too, I do have the memberships open now. Let me see if I can pull them up real quick. I still got a little bit of work to do on them, but we'll start next week. They're gonna load. Hold on. Hold on, I forgot what I put in each one. So level 1 is $4.99, and I just call it a little extra. But you get access to member-only chat rooms, member-only live chats, member-only polls, and then loyalty badges. So I am still working on the loyalty badges, and then the emojis. And then level 2 is $10.99 a month. And that's Woo's World, and you get access to everything there. So members only chat rooms, member only live chats, member only polls, loyalty badges. And then you have access to member only videos, member only live streams. And so the member only live streams that we'll just be doing Throwback Thursdays. So that'll just be like, we might watch like an episode of Blue Girls Club, or we'll go back to like incidents that happened back in like 2022, 2023, something like that, and we'll just go over them. Because I know a lot of you guys, you haven't been following the circus for that long. I think some people just started following as recently as like when Blueface got out of jail. And I didn't see her in the chat, but there's somebody else that I talked to her the other day, and she had just recently started following like a few months ago. So there's always new people to the circus, I guess. But yeah, like for Throwback Thursdays, that'll basically just be what it is, like old viral situations and stuff like that. Panel live streams. So I haven't decided exactly what day. It'll probably be like a Saturday afternoon or a Sunday afternoon or something. We'll just do panel live streams. Y'all can come up, we'll have conversations, And it'll just be, you know, the people that want to be a part of the memberships. There's no outside people coming in like Fireball or anything like that. And we can just talk and have a good time, you know? And then early access to new videos and member shout outs. So early access to new videos. I think I told y'all before, or if I haven't, y'all have noticed for the most part, I usually premiere my videos. So I'll do them the night before and then I'll release them the next morning. So with the early access, like as soon as YouTube is done processing it, then it'll immediately go to members only. And then if you're not a member, then you'll just have to wait till the morning, basically. So it just gives you a little bit of a head start. It's not too much, but for people that would want to see it first, that's for y'all. And then member shout outs. I'll be doing member shout outs like on every video, my members. So if y'all are interested, y'all can go join. And then like I said, we'll be starting like with Throwback Thursday and stuff like that. We'll start that next week. But thank you to Cass and Natty Red. Thank you to Beyond for the 10 jewels. Johanna, thank you for the 2 jewels. SDMA, thank you for the 30 jewels. Mama Mia, thank you for the $9.99 super chat. I'm behind in the live. Rick James wig. I found my tribe. Yes, we cut up over here. We absolutely cut up over here. Shout out to the best chat on YouTube, of course, as always. Letitia, thank you for the 12 jewels. Jackie, thank you for the 20 jewels. And Anita, thank you for the 10 jewels. That was it though, y'all. I will probably be back. I don't think we're gonna go live tomorrow. Not RIP Fireball. I don't think we're gonna go live tomorrow, but I'll probably be back on Friday. We'll see if we can go live every day this weekend. We'll see. Is anything even going on in the circus right now? If not, if there's not too much happening, we can still do a little something. But we'll see if we can get a live in Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll see what happens. But thank y'all for pulling up. I appreciate it as always. And I hope everybody has a good night. And I will see y'all on the next one. Bye.